Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Hello, everybody. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Maddie Rance. Thank you so much for tuning in to another live review of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World Season 2. Do me a favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe and become part of this Rant Pack family. I most certainly would appreciate it, especially with how everything's been going lately. I would very much appreciate it. I'm going to get my social medias taken care of first, and then we'll go ahead and start on this week's episode. Again, thanks for tuning in today. Sorry if I'm not in the best of spirits. I had a tragic morning, unfortunately, and it's been a very tough journey just to turn on my camera today. So I appreciate those of you being here today, but it's been a tough 24 hours of watching everything in front of me sort of fall apart. So I'm simply here today, and I'm just going to try to make you smile and do the best that I can, because I don't think I'm doing a good job right now. But let's get it started. It's at Maddie Rance everywhere except for X, which is at the Maddie Rance. You can find that in the description down below. Actually, not in the description, but the about section on YouTube, where they penalize us for putting links in the description now. So we got to do it in the about section. So hit the link tree there. I also do reactions on Patreon. This episode is posted. I do have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I would love for some of y'all to buy some. It's really great merch. I'm very thankful for dragqueenmerch.com for including me on that. They really didn't have to, and that made me feel very special. Also, bookable on Cameo. I have to turn off my microwave right now. Hold on just a second, because I know it's going to start beeping. The food I bought at the grocery store today, unfortunately, was not good, and I wasn't able to return it back because that would have been another Uber ride to the grocery store, so I wasted money. It was just raining on me today. So give me a second. Let me turn this off because I have to eat it after this video. Hold on a second. Hopefully my backup food will be all right and good to go. Just as a reminder, with this episode and the unfortunate way my channel is being treated lately, where my last panel, which is actually doing very well video number wise, is still not monetized fully, so it's killing me. But this is just a reminder. I know some of y'all don't like me, and that's okay, but disclaimer: this program's for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by Maddie Rance and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. And no hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. So please don't be rude and grab your libations and strap in, because Maddie is a talker and you may be here for a while. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat, because that's not cool. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, please consume some Activia and have yourself a good mood. Alrighty, and if you want to throw me a little extra love my way, because I'm not even going to bullshit, it would extremely help me out right now. It would save my life currently, to be honest with you, with paypal.me/MediRants, Cash App $MediRants, and Venmo MediRants. I understand that me even mentioning it is a turnoff, and people have talked about it and do this, that, and the other, but I'm going to include it every time I talk or do a live video. Probably won't do that for my edited content here, but yeah, I don't even know how I'm here this morning, to be honest with you, but we'll be all right. Let's continue on with the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I am sorry that I have this energy right now, but I'm a little bit broken currently. So I have a schedule to keep. YouTube doesn't care about my mental health like that. So I have to keep on pushing, right? All right, let's get into this episode. Let's talk about it. Let's do it today. As a reminder, because I know some people are turned off by my live content and they do not like me talking for very long amounts of time, and it's very, something to run away from me. I'm going to try to bring these people back into the Rant Pack universe by making a edited version of this episode, as well as season 16. And so, please be patient with me with that. I'm begging you to be patient with me with that. I know you don't like that I talk a lot. I know you don't like that I talk for long periods of time, but I do put a lot of work into this. And I do put a lot of work into my channel. So that shouldn't be negated at all. So if this isn't your cup of tea, just wait for it, and it will be available for you on Thursday. So I'm sorry I disappointed so many people with going the live route, and you don't want to follow, watch, or do anything with me. I get it. And I may have had opinions that you don't like, and it has turned into conversations that have gone past the any respect or civility. I totally get all of that, but I'm a human being and I'm trying my best, and I get up every morning just like you. Okay. So I'm so sorry I've hurt anybody's feelings in the future or the past or whatever the case may be. And I'm so sorry for those who I disappointed. I'll have a conversation about why I'm upset today and why I've been crying for the majority of the evening. I didn't sleep last night, no rest today. And it's just been, I don't know what's going to go down for me currently. So I have a meeting with my therapist right after this video, and then I'm going to take a break. So yeah, we'll get to that in a second here, but it's a lot coming down on me at one point in time. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. I try, but I don't know. I get it though. Like, fuck me, but like like I'm not a horrible person. Okay, so continuing forward here, we did lose somebody in last week's episode, and someone who a lot of us considered to be very much front runner material with Miss Keita Minaj. But a decision had to be made after the second time, them being in the bottom, as well as there being a situation of possible, hey, you already sent home one of your UK sisters. You can't do that again because it looks like this pack is not really a pact at all. So I understand it, but I got to be real with you. I told you I can't even see the kind things that you're saying to me right now because I'm not receiving it, and that's making me sad. So thank y'all for your kind words, but I got to push through this review. I can't see it. It's not even registering to me right now. So thank you though. But I got to tell you, I read it and it starts to break my heart. So I just got to focus on this video today. I'm so sorry. This is why they don't want me to do live videos, because this is not professional. This is not what they want to see, right? So this fuck ass wig that I hate so very much, and I love you, Tia, because we did talk about this wig. She even reposted the picture. That was so amazing. I mean, no one went to go see my video, but like, she posted the picture and that was pretty amazing. So I appreciate Tia for that. But Tia, while it was sad to see Keita go, I think she made the right decision. So at least it looks like she is honoring the UK alliance. But at the same time, Keita had been the bottom twice. However, Hannah Donda, that's my bitch. You chose Gothy. And when she gave her reasons behind it, I was like, well, yes. well, yes. that exactly. That should be the case. That should be where we go with this. Absolutely. You're always in the bottom. You don't seem like you want to be here. The drive isn't there. I said, yeah, that's us. That's all of us. Thank you, Hannah, because that was me. No shade to Gothy. But when Gothy said, I'm kind of hurt by that because me and Hannah have been getting along, that lets me know that you are in a social game for this show and you're not here to compete. You're here for the social game. Are you going to be friends with everybody and they carry your ass to top 4? Because I'm not seeing it, Goth. I'm not seeing it, baby. No shade, but I was like, that is why I like Hannah. Because just like on season 2 of Down Under, she wasn't that girl where you could just bullshit in the room. No, Hannah was like, but why are you saying that if that doesn't make any sense? Very much enjoy that, right? So either way, looking at this, episode 5, there's only been one time where both the people who were in the top agreed with who should go home, and that one time was Mayhem Miller. That's my all-stars kind of stuff. That's the kind of voting I want to see, where there's there's a top 2, but one of them is going to choose somebody else. That makes it actually interesting, because it's not like, oh, we both agreed. Yeah, it was her time. No, it feels like I want some opposition. I want some, well, what if we sent her home? What if we did this? And what if we did? I like that, because Hannah is the what if. Keita would have still been there if Hannah won that lip sync. Could have been a different game. And I like that. I got some super chats here. I want to give y'all some love. I'm trying to be respectful for those who really hate me and those who cannot stand when I talk about things outside of Drag Race. So I'm waiting until at the end of the video to tell you what happened. And it literally all started at 1 a.m. last night, and I haven't been to sleep since then. So hopefully I can get some sleep today. Hopefully. But thank you, Will. I appreciate the super chat. Hey, Rant Pack, long time no live. Sending my love to you and your babies. Send love and tips to the amazing single father of 2. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I do. Thank you so much, Will. Thank you. Lisa, thank you for the super chat. Just sending you some love. You touch a lot of lives. I'm a very quiet but long-time listener. I know. I need to be better about this. I'm too old to be feeling these emotions, but right now, a lot of my emotional support systems aren't available, like physically, mentally wise. So it's been kind of just, I don't know. I'm not having a great day. Like, I was praying for the wrong things this morning, and I really hate that I did that. So I'm trying to pull it all back in together here, but I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm really scared for me right now. Here, listen. No shade to Gothy, but I think we all kind of saw the writings on the wall when it came to what is taking place here today. Now, Teresa, I found it almost funny that you were like, well, girl, I'm just mad I wasn't the top because I wanted to send Keita home because she put me in the bottom. And I was like, well, Teresa, you'd have to do well this season to have options like that. And it's been 5 episodes. I'm kind of sad for you too. Listen, the following day, we have more people in this, we have more people with badges this week. You know, I kind of love that it's across the board. This is it's almost like a versus the world, because there is a badge per like country now, per franchise. You have one for France, one for Philippines, one for UK, and one for America. So if I'm looking at who's left in the competition, the only person who's missing a badge that is from a different country is Hannah. I kind of want Hannah to get a win, so that way going into, let's say, a finale, because I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't see Teresa going, and I don't see Gothy going. No shade. This isn't season 1. This ain't Bagga in blue. It's not the 2 Bs. No shade. None. No disrespect. Nothing but respect for the drag. And I know that Teresa was having a bad day this week, as I saw their social medias. They were really going through it this day. I can relate right now, physically and mentally speaking. Yes. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the super chat. All my love to you. I cannot wait to do Drag Race Philippines season 3. I know they're filming now. I low-key let that out, but I can't wait. I cannot wait to do Philippines again. Trust me. Based off of the conversation I had a couple of days ago, I'm very excited. Very. So hold on, all my Philippines lovers out there who love Drag Race Philippines. We're going to have a good season 3. We're going to have a good one. I think so. Based on my conversation, I was like, oh, we're going to have a good time. I mean, we had a good time last time too, but I think we're going to have a great time. I kind of like UK versus the world right now. It's not super shady. It doesn't necessarily have to be, especially because a lot of these people feel like they're just now meeting each other and they're getting to know each other and their bonds that are being formed. So sometimes I don't need it to be super catty. Like season 16, I'm enjoying the cattiness on there. Over here for versus the world, I don't know if I would care for this right now. I feel like whatever shady moments that we would have, They were gone when Mayhem left. Low key. And every now and then it's sort of like created drama around somebody voicing their opinion on something and then someone taking it to a different level. Irma, I haven't talked about it yet. I did discuss this before because that's not new news. It's actually old news because they talked about it a while ago. But I will, as soon as we're done talking about this episode, we'll talk about hot topics and what's going on with me. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm entertained by this so far. I'm also excited to see people like Marina, Tia, Hannah, and Scarlett, folks that I know outside of the show, doing well or at least getting their dues in time. So it's always a lift up for me watching this happen here, you know. RuPaul looks like they're about to pick up their niece and nephew from a magnet school, and they pulled up in the Tesla, and this is their fabulous gay uncle. I kid you not. I'm looking at this baby with the scarf, the khaki pants, the belt. Man, them pants is high up there, bitch. And this black top. I said, I know RuPaul's got money, and she's giving Queen tots, but I said, why does it feel like she's about to sign in? So I feel like she's about to sign in. It's 2:13. I'm picking them up early. We're going to go somewhere special. I'm telling you, that's somebody's rich gay uncle picking up their niece and nephew from school, like the famous one. Okay, and this is their like low-key outfit. Ru, this is low-key for you. Normally, I'm used to a jacket. I'm into the suit. It's a little low-key. I like it though. You know, I might want to wear this in my 60s too. I probably do want to wear this in my 60s. I like to be here in my 60s. Say that to all the ages girls out there. I'd like to be here in my 60s and still be up doing this. Okay? Like dead ass. But no, here's where the beginning of my disappointment takes place for this episode, and then where it actually gets a lot better. I'll be real with you. The reading challenge was ass. The reading challenge was ass. It was ass. It was bad. It's real bad. It was not good. I don't even want to talk about everybody's. It was bad. It wasn't good. Like, wild card right here. I forgot it didn't happen. I was watching this, doing the screenshots, and I started to skip. That's how bad it was. Like, I'm going to have to say, and I love all these people on this show, honey, one of the worst ones ever. Everybody was bad. Like, we're laughing at how awkward it was. No one's laughing at the joke. We're laughing at awkwardness. Now, who actually made me chuckle and keek a little bit? Just cackle, just a little bit. Cackle. Baby, where is my phone? YouTube, can you please monetize my panel? Y'all finally put one of my videos in the algorithm and you don't even want to put the ads on it, child. Oh, wait. It's driving me crazy right now. Tia Coffee. Tia Coffee was the only one to me that made me chuckle and give a guffaw of some sorts. And that's because Tia actually told jokes. These were light jokes too. Nothing here was, you know, a little too shady, a little too aggressive. Nothing was like that. Everything was very, you know, like, here is the setup, there's the punchline. It was a fun moment with her. I think it was nice. It was nice. I enjoyed Tia's. I think the one joke that I thought was funny was the one she had for Hannah about the comb over. And I was like, oh, that's funny. You get it? Because she's talking about her hair. It's a comb over. Because she lost something. And they're going to come over it. The police are going to come over. Yeah, Monique, I set up, because they monetized it. Okay, here's the crazy part, because Dooley and C. Diggy will verify this. I'm on the phone with C. Diggy and Dooley, because C. Diggy, we're setting up our Mario Party for the night. Dooley was just talking, we do our like after show talks or whatever. And when I I didn't even tag it. There are no tags on the video. I just monetized it, right? Now, look at how my season 16 episode is doing. And I have tags in it to where people can easily find it and then go look at the panel, not one tag. All those views, and they're limiting the ads on it. I feel like I'm being very much I don't want to say attacked, but I feel like the girls that don't like me are definitely doing their work to make sure that YouTube knows don't recommend him, don't put him in there, because you sometimes they give you surveys like that, and I know people who don't like me go out of their way to do those. So it's the truth. I had someone send me a screenshot and then block me one time. So like it is what it is. Whenever I see message no longer available on my Instagram, that lets me know someone sent me something nasty and there was a bunch of it, and then they blocked me so I could only read the bumps, you know, when you get your little notification list or whatever. That happens to me every other day, by the way. And when I had someone tell me stop posting that people don't like you on social media, I just stopped doing that. But that happens like literally every other day. I have somebody that makes a new page or does something like that, and they are consistently telling me to do things to myself that I'm not supposed to say on this platform. They send the numbers over for other YouTubers who do what I do. I have been compared to Balak Boy. The other, there's several Matthews, Drag Tea with Matt. They keep on putting them up with me. Like, these are only Matthews I like because they don't ever bring race into the conversation. So I'm just like, they all do completely different things than me. It's starting to affect me. So it's starting to affect me. I almost deleted my Instagram this morning. I was very close to deleting every social app because I was just like, girl, what did I do? Like, what did I do? Like, stop, please leave me alone. Like, oh my God. Okay, continuing on with this. A lot of stuff I've been bottling up just exploded over. Lots of things I just keep to myself where I'm like, they don't want to hear that. No one wants to listen to this. So yeah. Anywho, shout out to that person. You're probably watching this video now. Fuck you too. Because that shit you sent me last night. So yeah, listen, Tia being the winner of the reading challenge, which thank you God. Because if they gave it to somebody else, I would have asked for a recount. But Tia being the winner gets the opportunity to choose the roles for their main maxi challenge, which is 7 the Rusical. This is based off of 9 the musical. I'm not a musical guy. You know, I love certain musicals that are based like Motown music and all that kind of stuff. And if people I like are in the Broadway acts and this, that, is it 9 or 6? Why am I thinking 9? 6, the music. Why am I thinking 9? Is that Cell Block Tango? Why am I thinking 9? Did I just turn it around? Did I just do this? There's also, isn't that a movie? Is that what I'm thinking? Am I thinking of the movie with Penelope Cruz and was Kate Hudson in that movie? I can't remember. 9 is a different one. Is there a 1, 2, or a 3, or 4? I feel like there's a 5. 6 is what it's based off of, but they're doing 7 because there's 7 of them. Oh, that one. Okay, thank you, Joel. The song Dakota and Baby lip sync to comes from it. Yeah, I never saw it. I never went or tried to, but I did enjoy that song that Baby and Dakota lip sync to. That was great. It was a great song. Okay, 6 the musical is about Henry the Eighth's wives. That's why I would never see. Look at that. That was an American. Oh, this you can gag me on. That was the most fucking American thing I could ever do. It was like, it's about Henry. Oh, okay. Got it. My apologies here. That's funny. I'm like, so that is definitely okay. Got it. Did it ever come to the States? I doubt. But no, it probably did. I don't know. I don't pay attention to Broadway. I have to ask Blake that. Blake is a Broadway girl. Anywho, like everyone is saying here, this is probably another reason why they don't like us. Like, Matt doesn't know shit. I don't. I'm from America, but I do love the shows that are international, and I always try to support as well as give reference points if I can, right? So Tia Coffee gets to choose these roles. I did take notes though, so no one can get super mad at me here. I did take notes. Hold on. I haven't done anything on my checklist here. That is another reason why I'm so sad. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts, and each one of the parts has sort of a different tone, a different instrumental that's going to be playing, musicality, all that, and then some, right? It's in the US right now, I believe. I'm not even I don't watch the Tonys. I'm not that kind of gay. And there's nothing wrong with being one of those people. I'm not that kind of gay. Like I don't like Broadway and musicals and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't. But I do enjoy certain things I see out there. That doesn't drive me. If a movie trailer is going to set me up before I would see like a Broadway act going up somewhere, I'm like, oh, okay, girl. I know what a Tony is. I'm not an idiot, but like, yeah. Anywho, back to this. Yeah, I would be Dawn, homogenic. Like you say, you ain't plasma. I'm Dawn in those moments. Like I can probably get up there and cut up with the rest of the musical children because Lord knows I'm extra and I love to convey and give and emote. I'd be fine. I'd be fine. But that it doesn't drive me. It doesn't challenge my gears. I don't live for seeing a microphone sit on someone's forehead and them singing. It doesn't do anything for me. But I think it's still brilliant and amazing that people who do live theater of any kind, I can't imagine. Like you're not just going on set doing one or a couple of shots to retake it. No, bitch, you're live consistently. It is I have nothing but respect for it. It's not for me unless the story is something I'm very interested or entertained by. I kind of wish I was at the front row viewing of that one show where that one guy from Grey's Anatomy who kind of did his wife extra dirty and ended up only dating Matt, come bring it back in afterwards. I would have enjoyed being there. I wouldn't have had my cell phone out. I would have enjoyed it from where it was. Like, oh, okay. I've been single for too long. This is what happens. 111 of you here in this live today. I truly want to thank you so much for tuning in today. If you want to throw me a little something my way to help me get some clothes for this trip, since I haven't bought anything, help me pay for the van ride that I need to pay by Friday. Or if you want to help me pay my internet bill that I have not been able to take care of just yet, being very open about it, and there ain't no shame in me asking. If you want to, it's paypal.me/MediRants, Cash App $MediRants, and Venmo Shrants, because Lord knows I don't know when they're turning it off, but after everything that happened last night, I'm like, I'm just putting my hands in God's hands now. I have taken out everything from my savings. I have already pulled 2 loans. I'm broken at this point, and I'm not getting nothing back in my taxes. Broken. Right now, I am broken. Bitch, they said you ain't getting nothing. I said, oh, okay. I kind of deserve it. I was like, oh my God, I have to give you things? Great. When I really don't even have it to give. Oh, that just kills me. But again, yeah, it's been a fuck ass. I hate 2024 already. I'm just gonna be real. This year has really peed in my mouth and I'm getting sick of it. Okay. All right, let's get back to this. Rika, you know that man is not responsible for those stimulus checks. You know better. That's what some people think, but I'm like, the girl, he is not responsible for that. I saw that on the internet the other day. They're like, I'm voting for Trump because he's going to give us the stimulus check. I said, oh, no, that's not how the government works, babe. Oh, my God. Craziness. Anywho, back to this. People were getting the roles that they wanted. Teresa said they wanted to set the bar or set the tone because the first part is a rap set. The second part is upbeat disco musical theater style. Third is attitude modern pop. Fourth is sort of like a ballad breakdown, in between the number where somebody can sing and sort of bring it on in to the next portion of this 7, the Rusical. Then you got a funky slower verse for number 5 with a quirky part on the 6th. And the 7th part is supposed to bring it all home. It's supposed to bring it on home. Please tell me y'all did not just hear my stomach. Like I said, I'm having the day from hell. Oh my God. That was so loud. Okay, good. Whew. Bitch, I heard her. Like my body went, thank you, Jesus. I mean, plus side though, I went beyond my goal weight and I'm now in the 170s here. So that's an interesting thing. I was like, oh bitch, I went past my goal. Now I want to start eating bread because I went past my goal of 185. I'm at like 178 point something this morning. So I was like, oh, maybe I should start eating bread again. Either way, everyone got the role they wanted. Teresa wanted the rap set. Scarlett wanted the upbeat disco number. That was the second part. Marina wanted the third part with a little bit more attitude, modern pop. That's her thing. Tia, of course, picked her role because she's the one that was going to assigning them the fourth role, the fourth part. Legrand, Dom, and Gothi wanted the same fifth part. Will Justice, absolutely not. I will be posting edited content that day. I'll talk about the show España All Stars next week when there's the finale. I'm so over the season. I don't really care to hear what they got to say for the reunion. I'll be posting like the how I adopted Mina video, which will probably get more views than that España All Stars review would be, anyways. But true tea. But yeah, I'll be posting edited content Wednesday and Thursday. Mm-hmm. Like y'all have several videos I owe you, so you'll be getting that this week. Hannah got the quirky part with 6, and then the 7th part went to Gothi, which is sort of Grant. Now let me explain to y'all how Gothi wasn't going to get what she wanted. Okay. Number one, in the beginning of this, when they were going through the song choices, Gothi's like, none of the songs were speaking to me. I just want to be somewhere in the middle where I can't be seen. This is top 7. You don't want to be seen at top 7? This is how I know she's playing a social game and she's not here to compete. There's a lot of UK girls here. I don't have to worry about going home. That's what this is giving me. Whereas Grand Dame is trying to compete. And she said, I'm going to take this part because it feels better for me versus, Gothi's being like, will you? Like when Grand Dame's like, are you sure you're going to be able to handle this? Will you? And I'm looking at Gothi like, sister, you can barely walk. You can't dance. You give deer in headlights every time you hit the stage. The most endearing factor about you is failure. The most endearing factor about you is not doing well, is being subpar, mediocre, if you will. And it's because of you're so cute and it's so infectious with the way that you try, but you just don't do. That is your selling point. So I know you not. And I may be over here sitting here asking for people to sit me down. Bitch, I'm going to still hold that weight. I'm watching, and I don't dislike her. I actually like Gothi a lot. I also can't stand someone that sits there and plays, don't look at me, and we're in a position where people have gone home. Don't look at me. I'm not doing well. Don't look at me. I don't know if I'm giving this much. Oh, I'm trying to find my stride. We're on Versus the World. Y'all could have done a motherfucking Vanessa Vanjie Mateo moment. Maybe girl went home first. Bring her back the following season. If this is what we were going to get. Hey, Gothi didn't know what they were getting into, and probably the rest of them didn't either until they got that list of what challenges they're going to be competing on and what outfits they're supposed to bring. And of course, maybe they didn't think they would go this far. So it's kind of cool to see these things happen. But honey, I'm Hannah. I am a couple other folks in this room too. If I win, she going home. Because I know she's going to be in the bottom. She going home. Ooh, I would love to see Something Wong back on this show. I'm surprised that she wasn't on this season, to be honest with you. I would have put her in there over Teresa. No shade. No shade. I would have. I don't really have a lot to say about this because this is I'm writing about me. I want to put something that's going to incorporate me into this, and we're going to make it really cool and, and all that kind of jazz. This is fine. Self-esteem. First time I've ever heard of her, and I'm hoping not the last because she was a good time. I liked her energy when it came to the rehearsals. She reminds me of Leland in the sense that it's not about like making fun of the person's lack of vocal ability or say rhythmic timing or even the writing where all of the words are just too much to convey in the short amount of time with the beat of the song that's a hitting and that all that jazz. I like how Self-Esteem worked with these queens, and I think that they were very cool. What's funny? Self-Esteem, you are going to be just like I see some of y'all are tipping. If it's cool, I'm going to wait until we're finished talking about this so I can give everybody their dues, because I feel like it would be cooler if I was able to pull this all together and then talk out freely with the other stuff, if that makes sense. For my mental health today, please. Like, I see them coming in. I'm gonna read every single one of them, but I'm like, give me a second because I gotta get this through, and then I'm gonna feel better if I just push this through for real. But I just saw one come in. Trust me, I got you at the end of this. Thank you so much. I have a few people on Venmo I need to hit up too from a week or so ago. Sorry, I'm about to be very transparent at the end of this video. Please forgive me. Because it's funny that Tia's conversation about her mom and then Dawn's conversation about mental health this week. Oof. Dawn and Tia don't know. Tia, if you're watching this, low-key friend, especially for those of you who saw my reaction video, you saw me sobbing. I almost didn't finish this episode when Tia started talking about her mama. Ooh. I was like, this is too much to take on one day. Oh my God. I went from Tia talking about her mom, and then an hour later, I'm watching season 16, and then Dawn's talking about her mental health. I'm like, bitch, oh my God. Like, what's happening? I felt like God was speaking to me through those two this week. I was like, yeah, this is giving me current reality scenario for Maddie. But I like Self-Esteem. I thought this was a cool session. Everyone had good notes. I think the notes she gave for the Grand Dame, perfect. Because Grand Dame was doing a whole lot of words, and it was like, she said, shorten it up. Worked out perfectly. Let me drink my water here. No, I like Dawn. I've always liked Dawn. Dawn follows me on Instagram. That's my girl. I love me some Dawnie. And that's JK's bitch. So JK is gonna be friend till the end, Heidi Ho. Okay. Shout out to JK. But once I found out they was family, I was like, oh, that's my bitch. And then Dawn saw my Meet the Queens video, and she sent me a message and followed me back. I was like, oh my God, thanks, Dawn. And Plain Jane followed me from that. Season 16, Maya and Safira follow me on Twitter. Dawn and Plain follow me on Instagram. I'm like, this is so weird. But I follow everybody from season 16. I said I'd do that from now on with all the seasons. I'm just going to follow no matter what. I need to show support for them all, unless they're racist. But no, I'm hoping I see JK. I think I am going to see JK in July. That's another stress I'm dealing with, but I just found out I have a $50 off coupon for a round trip with my current airlines that I'm using. So I'm going to apply it for that when I go to LA, baby. But I'm going to try to find a place to stay because I don't want to pay for an Airbnb. I need to save money. I just want to pay for the flight and then buy merch. That's literally what I want to do at DragCon. Pay for my flight, sleep on someone's couch, whatever, buy merch, support my dolls. Go to the drag shows, be there. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Sorry. Oh, that little random moment of me just talking about other stuff kind of made me feel like me for the first time today. Oh, not a smile, Matthew. Oh, it's been a weird day. And that just came from me reading the chat. Thanks. This is why I like doing lives. I appreciate that. I was just reading everybody's stuff. And I was like, oh my God, felt like y'all were right in front of me. Thank you. Sorry. That was cool. Okay. Moving forward here. Loved this. Loved all that. Good stuff. I don't know who to be mad at. Production, RuPaul, the queens. So you're telling me for the Rusical, a Rusical, I can see them making their own lyrics. That's fine. The choreography. So they all have to do their own choreography? Or, okay, Tia, if you're watching, I know you may do the playback for this. Hey, sister. Hey, Pixie. Whose brilliant mind was it for y'all to individually do your own choreography in your sets? I don't even know how many counts it was. If it was 36, no, excuse me, 32, I've been fine. After 32, it's like, ooh, this is going to take some work. And for those of you who are wondering, that's 8 counts, and those were 4 sets. It's not 4 sets, but 4 counts of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's closing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 32s aren't hard. That's not hard. Because you saw how it's the first 8 is the beginning. The second 8 is the transition to the third. The third is where you normally sort of wrap it up. And then the fourth, that last count is where you close it out and give something nasty. I would have been fine here. I wouldn't have been worried for me. I wouldn't have been worried for me. I'm worried for everybody else. But I also can understand and empathize with any queen who is not used to dancing, having to be put in a situation like this, where you now need to make your own choreography. But wait, you must remember everyone else's too. And so you hope, you pray, and you beg and you plead. Please, no one make this difficult. But you also don't want to make it too simple because we're going to clock it. Rehearsals aren't as bad as when we get to the final product. I kind of was like, okay, everyone's sort of giving their take on this. And the only person who I thought to myself is like, okay, Marina knows how to dance and Marina has great choreography. This is not a problem. Hers moved perfectly. It was clean, it was smooth. She was going with the words, so it was easier to remember how to hit your marks. Scarlett, please forgive me. On Twitter X, I said you were off count on a part during Marina's. I found out it was the Grand Dame and it was Gothy and it was not Scarlett. I had to watch it because I thought it was Scarlett that was actually a count ahead. I was like, oh my God, she's not a count ahead. She moved correctly. They were supposed to go out like this. Scarlett's the only one on this side that went out like that. Gothy and Grand Dame went this direction, then tried to come back in. Girl, oh wait, we gotta get there. I was having fun watching people mess up. It almost, it low key felt like this is enjoyable for all the wrong reasons. It was very enjoyable for all the wrong reasons. I'm Graham Norton. Please, if you watch my reaction on Patreon, you'll see me. I laughed the entire time. I just realized I took off my watch so I wouldn't know if I get notifications. So, wow, Matthew. Ooh, mental. We're going to talk to Jesus tonight, brother. Woo! I can't believe I took off my watch. This was just a lot to take in, and not everybody is prepared for this moment. Like, you have an idea of what you want the choreography to be, but not everybody is able to convey it and then teach someone to do this on time. Right. And like Terry, I'm with you on this one. And you have to teach it to those who don't. So that's like, okay, y'all don't know how to dance. I do. Now I got to start teaching you counts. Oh God, if I get on Drag Race, y'all going to see that from me. I'm going to be like, how does everyone learn? Are you visual learners, or are you someone who needs to read something and that's how this goes, right? Okay, visual, physical, what are we doing here? I said, all right, this is me. Everyone, do you know about 8 counts? You don't know about 8 counts? Okay, great. Let's all line up in a row. I'm going to teach you a simple 8 count. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got it? Who don't got it? You don't got it? Let's work on you. Everyone else keep doing that 8. Oh, bitch, I'm gonna ain't no way. Once I get that person doesn't know how to do an 8 count down, and I'm praying that we have time to do all that. If they can just get a little bit of it down, I'm like, okay, you got that? All right. So that's the feeling you need to have for the rest of this routine. We are not about to be the prancing elites, but we're working off of the 8s. Because you know the 1 is the start and the 8 is the beginning of a mark. Because that's how I learned to dance. That's how I learned everything, was through 8 counts. And then I also was taught through the lyrics. Like, because I used to have a dance instructor who would teach me how to like emote through the words in the song, but having to hit the beat at the same time. Because you don't want to be off beat and then being like, wah, you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Like, you want whatever you're physically doing to make sense with what's happening with the song, but you're also not trying to dance to every word. There are people who dance to every word. That's not how you dance. That's crazy. That's some lyrical shit. You need to be on the beat too. There needs to be more than just you going, every time I walk around and see the stars, I'm coming through it. No, no. Every time I walk around and see the sky, I'm coming through right here. Rap, 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 boom. Sorry. Every time we do dancing on this show, every time we do something with singing or live performing, as someone who has a background, as a former background dancer of many moons ago, performed at South by Southwest, you know my resume. This is where I go, ooh, I want to jump in. I want to step in here and just go, let me just, can I choreograph all of this? Can I make the decisions on what they do? Please, God. Because we can do it different. Either way, rehearsals were a little tricky, but you know, Gothy, this was a beautiful thing to see people come together as you can't laugh yourself away from this moment and awkwardness. You can't Tina Belcher out. Everybody said, let's make the choreography around her. Yeah, she was going to go home. You can't even do the assignment. Oh, I also found out Dragula is coming to Houston this year. And they're literally going to be here next month. Or I think, is it May? I think it may be May. I got to ask DW if he wants to go. Because I'm like, yes. I didn't get to go to Dragula show the last time. And I want to go. But I really hope that my other girls are there for it. Well, it's 4 a.m. here in Philippines and I'm watching. That makes me feel special and I appreciate it. Morning to you, baby, out there in the Philippines. Mabuhay. Mabuhay, my love. How you doing? All right. I'm going to try to talk about this without crying. That's like not a real possibility. From Saudi Arabia, what's up? How you doing out there? So many places around the world. Any babies across the pond that are currently watching right now, I send you nothing but love and blessings. I hope you're safe. I hope you're feeling good today, better than me. And I wish you nothing but love, all of that, and then some. South by Southwest is so expensive, purple, but it's everything. It's everything. The music shows are it's when it's really popping. The film, me and Bleeker were trying to go, it's like $1,000 a pop. I was like, yeah, we're not there yet in our movie podcast days. We're not there. We need an invite. We need like an invite or something, right? The thing is this is why I don't respect that one artist with that line on your dead mama. My respect for her like went removed. You brought someone's deceased parent into this. I would never. I don't care how mad I am at you. I don't care how far I got to go. We can go to hell, but there are parts of hell that I know if I touch, I'm never reaching heaven. So when you talk about somebody's parent and them losing them, you don't know what kind of relationship that child had with their parent, right? And so when we get into Tia's story, because I knew of Tia losing her mom right when the show was starting or during season 2, or at least before that, right? And the fact they had to go on the show, the fact they had to still continue on doing what they were doing, while in the back of their mind, there is so much taking place, so much grief that they're not able to express right now in the moment while they're trying to do this show. Their mom wasn't able to even see them on it. And sorry, T, you said something that made me know we're like related in a different way, like across the world in our own like sort of family and friendship sort of level where I could relate. When you mentioned like my mom is not going to be able to see me like this at this stage of my life, that touched me. I think that's when I got really emotional. I got really emotional about that because that was one of the things that really hit me hard, and it still does today whenever something happens. And I wish I could share this with my mom. Like when people tell me about their stories of surviving something or going through something, and then I said something or something happens, it's the stuff like that where I wish my mom was here, where I could just send her these things, because that's the stuff that would make her so happy, like just to see that, because she raised me as a child. She the idea of me was Maddie is going to bring joy to so many people. And they had ideas for what they wanted me to do. Like my mom wanted me to be a lawyer and then a dentist. And then my dad wanted me to be a football player and something really macho machismo. And then when my mom saw I was very much into making people laugh, and my family knew that from me, because my family knows if I ever get around them, I'm throwing jokes. I'm the funny gay of the family. So I'm going to throw jokes and cack and keek and do all of that. And my mom realized that from me. And, I told her that I was starting, sorry, told her I was starting my YouTube channel and I wanted to do it. And she was like, YouTube is tough, because it was like early YouTube days. She's like, you're not going to go on there and make a fool of yourself, are you? And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, I think I'm going to go on there and talk about like, I don't know, shows that I like that we talk about, the stuff that we love. She says, oh, I love that, because I love, Matthew, when you talk about movies, because that's why my mom would bring me to the movies, because she liked to talk, because we were so loud. I'm so sorry to everyone who went to the movies with us, but my mom was the person who was like, what's going on? Ooh, I like that Robert Downey Jr. fellow. I'm glad he's not on those drugs anymore. And then my mom would wait for me to give like 10 facts about him, and then she'd love that. And then we go to Bennigan's afterwards. We talk about it. And then we would talk shit about my dad, because my dad was doing my mom so dirty. I'd take her home, and my mom would go back into her room. She'd be so sad for the rest of the day. Ooh, so hard. But yeah, I lost my mom to ALS. I can't imagine Tia's situation, losing their mom to COVID. ALS was like watching the person who you once knew not be the person who they are anymore. And you have to see it slowly happen. So it's disturbing. But you also have to maintain a smile and stuff because you don't want to show that around the person who's literally losing their life. And it's one of the things currently I'm facing with now, that reason why I was sobbing, because they confirmed that the ALS that my mom had is familial. So it's a possibility I may have it as well. It's like a 50-50 chance. And so I have to do a lot of testing in the next couple of months. Me and my brother have to, as well as a lot of our other cousins too, and stuff like that. So it's a lot to take in currently. And already with my health and my one kidney and my scare of diabetes, it's just been like, I've just been sitting here like, God, just give me a break. So when I'm listening to Tia talk about her mom, and I saw a lot of people stop watching, and if you hate hearing about me, that's fine. It's maybe not for you, but it was important. I appreciate it. And so anybody who's ever lost a parent, like a father or a mother that was really close, I get it. I totally get it. It is hard. And it's going to be hard forever. It's gonna be hard forever. I will not lie to you and say, you'll get over it. It's your parent. It could be your brother, it could be your sister. If you have a relationship with someone, even chosen family, if you have a relationship with them that lasts years, that you've been through the ups and downs and then some, but have been a part of your pivotal moments in your life, it's going to suck. A lot of my mental health issues that I know, and especially with the focused anxiety, came from after my mom passed away. This is the truth. And yeah, so I just saw a comment. I wanted to make sure I send you a special bit of love because Sarah, it hits me hard. I'm caring for my Filipino mom with ALS. Sarah, I wish I could give you the biggest hug right now because I understand. I don't wish that on nobody. That ALS challenge pissed me off so much when I was younger, and the fact that on Empire, that is not an appropriate or accurate at all visual of what ALS looks like. And I thought that was one of the most irresponsible ways to write something into a television series, is to be like, Lucius had ALS, and then no, he didn't. What? Because it's an incurable disease. Like, there's no cure. None. So like, yeah, like, shout out to you, Sarah. I'm sending you love, baby. But yes, it's gross. That's why anybody with cancer, anybody with ALS, anything like that, oh no, you have nothing but my heart, sympathy, and understanding. Because I have seen what it looks like to see one person at their prime, and then to see them look like, oh my God, this is not them. I don't know who this person is. It's scary. Thank you, Vi, for the super chat. Maddie, you were strong and brilliant. I'm seeing lots of love across the pond. I can't wait to come across the pond. That sounded gross putting that together. I can't wait to come across the pond. That sounds so wrong. I can't wait to go across the pond. That sounds better. It doesn't sound as cool, but yeah. Thank you so much, Vi. I appreciate you. I still have dreams about my mom, and she talks to me all the time, so it happens. And most recently, it's been happening a lot because my stress level has been very high. So normally when I'm in my saddest position in life, I always seem to get a message from her. It's weird. I take it though, because we have long conversations. I think that's another reason why I didn't want to get out the bed this morning, because we had a very long conversation last night. I was like, this is just my mind talking to me. And then I'm like, I don't want to think that though. I want to envision her coming down and checking on me. So yeah, ooh, come on, breathe, Matt, breathe. But yeah, I really related to Tia. I relate. I understand. And all that happened to you so quickly, and you have to keep pushing forward. So to see the light that you have right now, Tia, it brings me joy to see that, you know, I can relate on this level, but also seeing such a positive person come out of this. Yeah, Nicholas, I used to date a guy that had a unique ability to see the dead, and I believed him because he's very much wrapped in the church. Like, he's very much in the church. So I feel he has a very divine power. Shout out to Eric. And yeah, he told me a story about seeing my mom one day and the things that she said to him, and it scared me. Scared me. Because I was like, oh my God, she would say that. Never met her or anything. He was just like, I don't know what that was or what it felt like, but I felt warm. It felt like I knew her. I could smell the food cooking. It was weird, man. I was like, what did you smell? And he described it. I was like, oh my God. Freaked me out. My aunt hates when I talk about that. She's like, that's not Christian. And I'm like, honey, I'm going to take whatever makes me feel good. Vibe, thank you for the super chat again. However you want to phrase it, Maddie. Come. Cumin. Cumin. Coming. We can go on a pub crawl together. I have never been to an authentic pub. Like, I've been to the ones out here in America. That's an Americanized pub. When I hear pub, I think of the UK. I have never been. I would love to go. So many things I want in my life I haven't had. I can't do it today, but I love you, Tia. I love all of y'all who are watching today, and anybody who's ever felt something. Big hugs from your boy, Maddie. All right, let's get into these outfits. Let's get into these looks. I've already talked about this before yesterday. Michelle Visage and her Michael Marulli drag is everything. RuPaul, the leaning tower of hairline. The wig looks like it's upset and it's turning a corner, or it's trying to get off your head, sister. Or maybe it's the volume dial. So it just started just a tad bit. There's so much leopard happening on Self-Esteem that it makes sense that is their name, Self-Esteem. Graham Norton looks like they own the Keebler factory as usual. Gotta love him. I wish Alan was there, but Graham's a good time too. Yes, honey, you can't tell me that ain't Michael. Bitch, look how dark. No, I'm just playing. But no, Michael is a lot tanner than Michelle. Michael and Raven can low key stand next to each other and be a part of the. Look like they are living in a different community. Okay. I don't like this mullet on Michelle. I like Michelle a lot. Michelle's gorgeous. I don't like this mullet on her though. Yes, we'll talk about Michelle's new role. They announced this about a month ago, saying that it was under talks, but it has been confirmed, and we will talk about that at the end of the video. Trying to be good on time today. Hey Graham, how you doing? Self-Esteem. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. If you want to help me on a real level and on a serious level, especially what I'm going through this week, I'd appreciate it with the Tippy Poos and with PayPal.me/MaddieRants, Cash App $MaddieRants, and Venmo Maddie-Rants. Appreciate y'all so much for being here and for tuning in today. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you all for tuning in. I noticed a lot of people subscribing from the panel video yesterday. Awesome. Appreciate it. Quick reminder, tomorrow I normally do the gaming stream. I think I'm going to take a break that day for my mental health personally and just work on some edited videos, if that's cool. Because, like, I think I really need a day to just step away again and like, breathe. I'm probably going to go to a park and like work out all day. Not even going to lie to you. Walking outside has been very therapeutic because being inside has made me feel very claustrophobic lately. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's talk about the Rusical. Oh, let me just go ahead and put this on up. I promise you this is for entertainment purposes. I swear. Girl, here we go. Oh, here we go. This is the beginning. The beginning. Oh my God. So The moment Teresa was highlighted first and I saw a dress followed by everybody else's outfits being completely different, I said, here we go. Bitch, Gothy being the first person to walk up. How I don't get this girl, man. She'd be walking like I said, what is happening, Jesus? What is happening? Let's get into it. Let's just start. I'm gonna do this individually. No, I'm not. Teresa looked lost. I thought she was supposed to be on a different competition. I gotta stand up for this part, baby. I can't sit down to convey my message, baby. I gotta be physical for this part. Let me put some things. Let me put some things into my computer real quick so I can get this height up here because I gotta stand up. Yes, baby. Here we go. All right. Take off my jacket. Ooh, my chest is getting kind of bigger. Oop. It can't really bounce just yet, but we're getting there. Okay. You could have told me Teresa was doing the ballad and not doing a rap verse. She's like, I'll do the first part with a rap and a full dress. Big hair. This is a non-movable outfit. Chop. Then throughout the rest of it, poor thing, Teresa is going to be off count every other now and then. Like every now and then, she's going to be off by one. She will be behind by one step. There's this one part where they got to rotate and turn. Girl was all lost. So she skipped the rotate and just went like this. Like, oh no, you missed the beat. It's okay. Was she the worst one? No. Scarlett. Actually, Scarlett, I'm glad I rewatched this again. You weren't off at all. You, however, had 2 counts, and it was never, it was always like towards the end with Scarlett, where she may have missed a movement or missed one thing. So she learns to quickly jump into it and it doesn't look as bad. I'm not mad at Scarlett. Scarlett actually did decent today. I was like, okay, I'm good on Scarlett. She did fine. She was fine. I was into it. There were a couple parts where she missed it a tad bit, but I was like, she's still doing better. It was few and far in between. Okay. Now we're going to get into this. Marina was the best one out of all of them. That was the one person I saw continuously emote, stay in character, never was off beat or out of place, moved with the rhythm, understood the assignment. God blessed her. God bless her. I said, okay, Marina, we had no issues with you. Not a single one. Did you see the mistake or do I have to show it to you? Oh, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, here we go. Now, you see how low they are? Now, why is Gothy in that center position when Scarlett's that's her right knee pushed out to the right? Do you see how this, hold on, where's my arrow? This side of the group, Teresa off too, but this side of the group is supposed to be moving this way, and that side over here is supposed to be moving that way. Scarlett is the one who is right in her mark where she's supposed to be. Gothy is literally sitting squat like this. Hold on. She's not in the full rotation, so she's not on the beat in the correct. It was hard for me to watch this because I'm like cringing, but I'm also laughing because I can see Gothy trying, but at one point it's like, honey, I'm so far back, I don't even know where I'm at. And then a couple of the other girls would be off and try to catch it. It's almost like production wanted us to see the flops. Because I was like, this is too girl. It keeps happening. I'm like, they keep showing me people miss marks. But I also say this has to do with you giving 7 people the ability to choreograph. It should have been one person and maybe two other voices going, well, maybe this, okay, we could do that, and maybe this. And then if someone doesn't know how to do something, it's okay, well, let's lighten this load. But everybody getting their own input. I was like, oh, honey, this is going to be hard. That's so many cooks in the kitchen. It's so many cooks in the kitchen. Some people's choreography was easy. So it's like, okay, that works. Hannah's, that was fun. It was like bump, 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 dun, 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 back. We're finished. Tia's was very easy. Tia said, I'm just going to walk and y'all going to be in your positions and then rotate down and then come back up and then turn, move, and then hit back the stage and pose. That's fine. Marina's wasn't even that complicated, but that one had a lot to do. And you needed to come in, boom, come right back out, boom, 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 boom. Turn, hit, set, boom, like, God, I would love to do this. Y'all don't even know. I would love to do this. I would live for this shit. Even if I fuck up. Rue was like, did you have a good time? Yeah. Yeah, I'm stressed. But it was fun because we get to dance. I love dancing. Dancing always makes me feel good. It really does. Especially like when you're in a club and it's like a weekday and you're having like one of those worst days ever and you've been like had a little tipsy and there's no one on the floor except for a couple people. So you feel like you can just dance and no one's going to judge you because there's not like a giant crowd of people. You just dance. Maybe I'll get my in the club moment. No, it'll be spring break weekend. It'll be one of the spring break weekends in Miami, so I don't know about that. Maybe I'll have my dancing in the club moment. Ooh, what if they kiss me in the club? No, I don't know. Do all that. Yeah, Grand Dame was a little bit off, but they were still in the rotation. It was Gopi that was doing it the opposite direction. It was a little bit of a mess there. Now, let's start here. Because this is where it was very easy to go, it's definitely her. Like if you didn't think she was messing up before, now you know. So they're about to transition and they're moving into the next phase, into the next act of the person who's about to be performing, right? And they're going into the chorus. So as they're moving, you see Tia is already going into her position, and so is Hannah. Teresa knows all she has to do is pivot, turn this way, because I'm about to have somebody either be in front of me or behind me, and then we're going to go into our emotions. But Tia and Hannah, because they haven't gone yet, are moving to their next positions. It's almost like if they haven't gone, they're moving forward. If they haven't done this, that. I'm watching this. And I'm realizing everybody has figured out where they're supposed to go. And Gothi just realized, I'm supposed to be moving. Like everyone's already in their movements to the next position. You can see the Grand Dame just stepping back because they're tall. So they want them to be the tail. Boom. Baby girl, I felt so bad for her. They were already moving on into the choreography. Boom, boom, pop, boom, pop. And you see poor little Gothi. Like, no. Oh my God, my Olivia purse fell. Shout to Olivia Lux. Love you too, boo. Okay, work. You thought she was late to get the bus or something. Poor thing. What is this? Oh, sorry. I got a package delivered. I don't even know what it is. My bad. Okay, let me get back over here. 164 of you watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your boy Maddie Rants. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here. And please, if you can, drop a tippy poo in my jar. It's super necessary and needed. PayPal.me/MediRants, Cash App $MediRants, and Venmo Medi-Rants. Okay, here we go. I'm like, okay, here we go. Bitch, you don't even know what slide you're on. Okay, yeah, Mama was walking. It was funny. I cacked. Tia, you did a good job. Live vocals were fun. It was interesting. I was like, okay, this is cool. Like this. I like this. I was like, okay. Excuse me. I was like, okay, Tia's performing like she performs that I have seen her do, like when I've seen video clips of her doing like a live show. So I was like, okay. It makes sense. This is perfect. And she didn't give them too hard choreography. She had them girls pose, do something here, make a face, bend over real quick, do a little something like that, walk back up here. It was okay. Like I was like, yeah, Tia, this is right. This is how it's supposed to be done. Teresa does not. I'd have put Teresa in the bottom two, not based on her performance, but based on her wearing a dress for this challenge. I think she may have had her original clothes mess up, or she wanted to make sure she looked like everybody else since everyone was doing something purple, silver, iridescent tees. I think that may have been the reason why Teresa's in this dress before I just continue to rag her. Yeah. Yeah, before I continue to go in. Let me stop. Yeah, it's giving. Yeah, it's giving that right now. It's giving, oh, I need to look like everybody else, and I don't have any bodysuits that are gonna low-key give this tease. Otherwise, I'd stand out. So let me just do this dress. Yeah. How was it supposed to be a Rusical when all they did was play themselves? I am choosing silence. I am choosing silence. I am choosing silence. Oh my god. Sorry, I gotta check this phone number that just called me. 0013. If it's Comcast, I am trying to get this money. Oh, oh god, your vehicle warranty. If you want to renew your warranty on your vehicle, girl. Boo. I'm just saying, like, I'm choosing silence because I thought that was stupid, but I also said, how fun will this be if they really create awesome lyrics? Because sometimes we, go, this is too silly. So I had hope. I did. Tia did a good job. Marina did a good job. Some people fed the hope. Others did not. Anybody else want to talk about who's off on this picture too? Because it's the same girl. Marina and Hannah are coming down from the steps. Scarlett still has her whole foot on the stepway. Do you see how Grande? Wait, Tia's foot on the step, Teresa's foot on the step. You are on the ground and you're looking at everybody else, and that's going to be her for the whole rest of it. That's her for the rest of it. I just got to see what they're doing and trying to make it through. I thought Grandame's part was cool. Teresa looks out of place. And she's off. Ooh. Preview of the live review. This is Teresa's performance. This is me on the green screen. This is Gothy's performance. Baby, Tia's arms are here. Teresa's are here. You behind the beat, Therese. Be a sister. I am. I am. Because if we were untucked, I would be doing everybody's performance. Like, girl, you want to see how you was acting? Let me show you. Oh my God, that twink had that microphone and was holding on for dear life. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? But where are we going? Ooh, I'm pointing now. Swing of the arms. Woo, my goodness. I mean, the dichotomy of this picture, the juxtaposition of this picture. If we reference this like food, one plate, seasoned down, well-balanced diet. It's good. It's good. I'm going to ask who made this dish. I will come back. I actually will leave a good Yelp review. Now, over here, listen, it's a kale salad. No dressing. Walnuts. Raisins in that bitch. Okay? It's good for you. Lots of the superfoods. It's good for you. Will you be satisfied? Oh, no. Oh, no. Will you possibly go through a drive-through menu and ruin whatever diet that you were on? Oh, yeah. You start to do bad things. It's like we're on track. We're going to do this right. And then you kind of mess it up at the end of the day. Either way, I hate that Gothi didn't do well here because I wanted to see this sort of like storyline of, okay, this you thought this bitch wasn't going to give and she gave. We can't say that. Mama's hand up here. Marina already on the next count. Poor girl. I could just laugh. I was Graham and RuPaul at that point. I just could laugh because I can't be mad. She's trying it. At least she kept going. Like she didn't walk off the set like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. That'd have been unprofessional. At least she sat up there and she went to her marks. I mean, not on time, but she went to her marks. I have to give Gothi that much credit. Like at least you still stayed on stage and you didn't walk off in embarrassment like I felt you probably should have based off the performances that took place. Hannah's was good. I don't know how y'all dislike this lady, but Hannah's was good. Yeah, they're working on something outside. I thought Hannah's was fun. It was cute. It was the quirky kind of comedy moment. It really fit into the shtick of it all. Do you see how Marina is emoting the fuck over here, giving the goofiness that it needs to be? This is what I'm saying about how Marina wasn't messing up not one time, and she was in character the entire time. Gothi is looking at the floor. She already does that for runways. You're not hearing me. You got a baby who's not even confident in their regular drag to walk on this stage, and you now put this bitch in a position to where she has to choreograph her routine with a bunch of other ladies and then do this on stage for quite some time. Honey, she didn't make it past the first episode to see if she was ever good at this kind of shit. It was iconically bad. Yeah, we'll keep that. Because I love Goth, and I was like, oh, baby. At the end of it, I would have wanted to give her a big hug and then a hot cup of cocoa, but chop. Chop. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that was awful. But I love you, sister. Don't do that again. You want to be a DJ? Let's get you a high booth. Let's get you a high table. Like, it's got to cut you off at the shoulder because I don't want to see you do that again. Any kind of movement gave me WD-40 needed in the hinges. It's need loose. Oh, your hand is the part. Child. The one part I caught Scarlett being often. Let's look at everyone's legs, shall we? Tia's correct. Cherise is correct. Marina's correct. Hannah's correct. La Grande Dame is correct. And Scarlett and Gothi are not. I want to ask Scarlett what she was doing here. I think Scarlett, instead of taking one leg and shifting up, she just did a squat and was still going to come up on that leg. So I feel like Scarlett was moving in the appropriate direction, but she wanted to do extra, so she gave a little squatty tease and then moved the leg, versus just shifting to the right and then letting the leg pull itself up. Like, you know what I mean? Ugh, this is the shit I'm talking about when it comes to dancing and why I'm so critical. Meanwhile, Gothy is in this. This is now. This is your safe space for Gothy. One hand on the hip and this microphone. That's the safe space for her this entire performance. She said, if I don't move from here, they can't see me not know my words. They can't see me mess up. I'm just gonna stand like this. I know how to give puss like this, baby. That's all I got. Okay. Well, it's now on time. It's time for your part. Goth. Time for your part. Everybody else is child. You would think Marina and Hannah were singing and Gothy was going to get fired that day. Lays in your man at home, giving fair with her suitcase packed. Girl, you were sick and missed one show. Out of there. It's time for Gothy's part. And it's been an entire whirlwind of, am I doing this right? Is this okay? What is going on? My name is Gothy Kendall, and I'm here to say, rar, twink, slim, fast, keep it going. Girl, I can't walk like that. Ass on slim, stomach on flat. Can't do me, girl. I am that rack. The choreography around Gothy's was her. And that's it. She had to walk. That was the tough part right there. Woo! Steps. Everybody else was dancing. Did I not just say this is her safe space? Safe space. Safe space. Safe space. Safe space. Safe space. Dumpster. I mean, pumpkin. I told you I'm ready to go. Like, if I ever got to go to this show, bitch, I'm ready to go. And that was just me making something off the top of my fucking head. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. It's like watching Godzilla -1, but with gays. Anywho, she had a good time. I'm sure. I'm sure she did. My stomach. Give me a second. When they were closing out the Rusical and everybody was going into their positions but Gothy, and she was like, oh my God, I just realized. I'm like, oh my God. Again, I can't help but laugh. I can't help but just be like, I feel you, girl. I wouldn't have this issue, but I feel you, girl. Just fuck it at this point. It's almost over. We're about to wrap it up. Please stop this now. A regular season of Drag Race, I can see them taking this and Michelle being like, come on, girl. It being All Stars or versus the world, that's why I can see this being a lot better, right? I just want this grace that Gothy got when they were talking about them through the critiques to also be extended to girls who mess up and play it off and smile and it not be used against them. I need us to remember this day. I need us all to remember how they were talking to Gothy. It was just so funny. And all right, the next time someone does that, you better give them the same energy. You better give them the same energy. It was messy. No, you tell them the same thing you told this little baby that you knew was going to come up here and give you all kinds of cue. The parallels of season 16 to UK versus the world are, when it comes to rhythm and dancing, Gothy and Q are on the same. No, let me not do that to Q. Yes, I'll do that to Q. Why y'all show her with her head this close to the camera? Excuse me, this close to the camera. Made no sense, man. When she laughed at herself, they did a cutaway shot where it was a wide shot of everyone, and then they zoom into her walking with her back turned. But that happened for multiple people. So why are you focusing on her? Gothy, that's the one part I'm going to give you some coots on. When that part happened, they only focused on you, and then wide shot, it shows other people walking to the back too with their back turns. But almost to emphasize that you didn't know what you were doing, you laugh, wide shot, see her from the back to wide shot. I said, yo, okay, we know she did back. We didn't need that extra. No shade to the editing team. Thank you for your edits. I love it. But I'm just saying, you didn't need to do that. We knew she was bad. We didn't need no more emphasis. Get the giggle and then give us the wide shot for the rest of it. But y'all showing the back of her head like, oh, she's not dancing. We watched the whole thing. We got it. I said that was the last little nail in her coffin. I'm so sick they did that. Bitch had that lady kiki savage, and then all of a sudden, just We need to get to the runways. Did I like the Rusical? I'll be real, not really. It wasn't my vibe. I think what I liked about this was just seeing the chaos that took place. I think that's the best way to describe it. I loved the chaos around this Rusical. I love parts of the Rusical. I like the idea of what the Rusical is. But to me, it felt like a little nonsensical because it was like 7, the Rusical. And y'all say it's based off of Henry VIII's, right? Like all of his like previous wives and stuff like that. But I'm like, this didn't even feel like that. Nothing of the sorts. It felt like this was very much, it could have been a girl group episode. Oh my God, it could have been a girl group episode. Could have been. Probably was. Mina. Hi. What are you doing, big girl? I can't see you. I need my glasses. Hi. Oh, thank you for the blink. I appreciate the slow blink. It means you love me. All right, let's move into the runways. Hold on. This is not an... Hold on. Where are the judges? Oh, we already... Oh, I put this in a different order from yesterday. My bad, y'all. Remember, I did this on the panel, and I showed, like, clips of this. I did a little more extra work today. Got some more shots. So I, like, deconstructed the video I had yesterday that was included in the panel, and I, like, re-added everything. So I thought I was using the panel video. My bad. Okay, we're on the right schedule here. All right. Category is when I glow up, and you know I like to pull a poll out or two for this one here. So make sure you let your voice be heard through the polling system or in the comment section afterwards, because I do love... Oh my gosh. I forgot to put it on mute. I do love that. But also the algorithm does as well. I mean, I don't know if the algorithm loves it or not because it hasn't been showing me love lately, but yes. Let's get into Miss Tia Coffee. And again, category is when I glow up, Rudepemtion Runway. The first look is from the prehistoric runway with Miss Tia Coffee. I believe this is the outfit that she went home on. So she brought that pterodactyl back. Is it pterodactyl do or is it pterodactyl don't? I almost typed in don't. Let's get into Miss Tia Coffee. Look, I'm gonna be real with you because I'm not as harsh as the other girls. Bitch, this was a key. And this looks so much better than what she did before. The category is when I glow up. This is a glow up. The hair is everything. That pterodactyl as a wig is right with God. The body suit, I honestly think it could be used with multiple things. It doesn't even have to be included into this conversation of prehistoric. I was more so focused on her makeup looking 10 billion times better. This dress, making a lot more sense. This is giving like, let's see here. I would prefer this outfit. The new one is giving me like Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. And then the one on the left is giving me Chris Pratt in any movie. I'm not going to enjoy this. He's the same guy. I only enjoyed him as Andy. In Parks and Recreation. It's the last time I enjoyed Chris Pratt, being so real. How much sense does it make that this man, y'all can miss me with this bullshit. Hey girl, shh, shh, shh. Settle down, Blue. Settle down, Blue. It's a Velociraptor. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? I don't care what writing team thought that was it. That was the stupidest plot point of the new series. I hated it so much. It took away the danger and the fear that the Velociraptor has brought us in the first 3 movies. I'm going there. Look, now I got off topic, damn it. Then you recreate the series again. You add a whole bunch of pretty people and Republicans to the mixture. You say this old redheaded Matthew, this redheaded man gonna sit here and go, I said, what in this feels like racism and slavery to me. Then Bryce Dallas Howard is running at top speed in the jungle and in a created environment through mud and grass in fucking tan heels, 3-inch stilettos. I can't get over that. Booking it. I mean, it was very see you next Tuesday, because let's be real, that was. But it was also like, that don't make any sense. Like, she didn't take off them shoes for a minute. She didn't take them off for a minute. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's still running. This makes not a lick of sense. Also, why was that woman thrown in the air and then killed the way she was in that film? And mind you, that lady didn't even do nothing wrong. She was trying so hard to like keep the kids alive. The kids were assholes. Let's not forget that. Remember, y'all stay with me. They ran away. Come back. Bam. Grabbed her. We have to kill her now? That didn't make no sense. Should have grabbed one of the children. You're supposed to not reward bad behavior. Made no sense to me. I was like, that makes no sense. Like, take the child who ran away, not the woman that's trying to keep them safe. That's stupid. Okay, sorry. We're done. Let's get back to the show. Let's get back to it. I love Jurassic Park. I remember being a kid. The first one I saw was at the Willowbrook Mall out here, and it was a Cinema 8. It was no stadium seating, and it was attached to the mall. It's now an H&M. The movie theater got turned into an H&M. It's crazy. Or like this little painting area or something like that, right? We sat in the back row. I'll never forget the scene. It was the part where the, what is it called? The dinosaur that spits shot that out at Newman from Seinfeld. I forget his name as an actor, but hello, Newman. Shot out that spit at him. My sister vomited immediately. I'll never forget it, because it was me, my brother, my sister, my dad, and my mom. And like, because I'm one of 10, but this is like a portion of our family when everybody was either older or the new kids haven't been created yet, right? And we were young. She throws up. My mom's trying to clean it up in the movie theater. I'll never forget it. My mom's on her knees trying to clean up my sister's throw up. My dad's like, they have staff for that, Deb. I don't want to do that. That's not cool. They can't, like, it's okay. My sister's crying. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't know. Me and my brother are locked in. We don't care. I can smell it. I'm like, I don't care. I was locked in. Dilophosaurus. There we go. Thank you. Locked in. I was locked in. And I wanted to be, because this is how you knew I was a gay kid. I wanted to be Miss Mama with the pink. What was her name again? I forget. Not Sam Neill's character, but the actress. I think that's Laura Dern that plays that character. I wanted to be her so bad. That movie. Bitch, she got the best part. She had to go turn the lights on and stuff and then evade a raptor in that enclosed building. That was everything. Okay, sorry. As a kid, I was freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to die. And she like survived. It was so everything to me. It was, remember how her leg was messed up and everything? She was running. Oh, I love that with movies. I miss that. I wish movies did that more often. Damn. I haven't seen a movie like that made me like get excited for a chase scene in a very long time. Huh. Yeah, that first one was a cat hunting. Remember how when the raptors used to land and their nails would tap, 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 tap? Ah, that used to be severe. Oh, so Universal Studios when you get here in July, Maddie, I know I haven't gone to Mario's World yet. I know, Eric, I was saying that I need to stay there for like 3 days, and then we do like a Universal Studios day on the last day that I'm there, and then I take a flight home that night because I can't stay too long. I can't stay away from my babies. So yeah, if we do Universal Studios, it'll have to be like the day after DragCon, and it will have to be like us going in the morning, and then by the time I leave DragCon, I'm going to pack my bags and go right to the airport. Okay. Continuing on here. I'm sorry, Tia, and everybody watching. We had 200 plus people, and I'm over here talking about Jurassic Park. I know that could be a turnoff, but I don't know why. But getting into these random conversations just lifts me up. I love talking about my things that make me happy. Okay, so 54% of y'all are giving Tia the gives because it is giving, and 40% of y'all say she's cute. With 5% of y'all chopping it. That's how you feel. You can chop it. I get it. But yeah, I'm proud of Tia. This is a glow up. She don't look like that one annoying pterodactyl from Land Before Time no more. Yeah. Thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Scarlet Envy. Am I the drama? Am I the drama? Love me some Scarlet. Hold the Johansson. Envy. What are we giving this outfit? Reminder, it's from the Halloween ball. And we will, of course, put up the look. Who is we? Me and the voices in my head are going to put up the pictures to go along with it so you can see the glow up part of it. I was sold on Impact, to be honest with you. But this is like leaps and bounds better. And I remember when they were talking about it's serviceable. I was like, oh, that's cute. This is a lot better. Bitch, just the close up alone. Eat her up. Eat her up. I like this. This gave me like way more detail. It's way more in line with the Black Lagoon character, or the sea monster, or the entity that lives in the pond, or the swamp area. I very much got into it. It's the details for the mask for me. It's the little accoutrements through the outfit. Yes, the garment is stone. That's why I'm into it, because I'm like, oh no, honey, this is everything. Like, this is work. Like, there's detailing in this bitch, and I live for that. I don't know. I like it a lot. Where was the comment about not seeing her face, or do we save that comment for the... Oh, it's funny, Feral Kitty, because I mentioned that with Morphine, where it was like, you told Nymphia you couldn't see her face, but Morphine's entire hat was covering her head. Like, I guess it only applies in certain situations. I don't know, but it's cute. I like it, but it kind of reminds me of Asia O'Hara's mermaid look, but with legs. I just want to forget about that runway for a second and how weird that was. And I totally got the reference from the Bette Midler play and all that jazz. Something about them all being rolled out there in wheelchairs, and every single one of them that was there could walk, disturbed me. I'm not looking for selective outrage. I'm just saying something about that really wore me out. And then I thought to myself, okay, well, if that's the case, then a drag queen who is in a wheelchair, who may be like a paraplegic, also could be on this show. Because, yeah, if we're going to just roll people on stage, like if someone has an automatic chair, they can't be a part of the show. Like, I don't know. It threw me off, because it was like, everybody here can walk. I don't... I was like, oh, so you do have wheelchair accessible ramps in the studio. Okay. they said you didn't, but you do. No, I'm playing. I thought this was a glow up. That's the point of this. I thought it was a good look. I really hated that challenge. I'm not mad at you for bringing it up, but the fact that I'm like, oh God, I absolutely remember that episode. And that was one of my least favorite ones because that was the day we lost Mo Hart on that show. Yep. And they were like, oh, she doesn't know the words because it was her and the Vixen to a Carly Rae Jepsen. So, oh my God. I remember Mo now. We can't see do. It was like, okay, what's happening? That's not it. That's not it. Oh, that cartwheel. I know Mo got better at them. I believe it. I believe it in the stash. They got better. I believe it. I hope so. Scarlet Envy. 66% of you are giving this. 29% of you said she's cute. And 4% of you have chopped it. Let's go ahead and move on to the next queen. Thank you for tuning in. Almost 200 of you back into this piece. We're talking about UK versus the World Season 2, Episode 5, 7, the Rusical. And we're currently on the When I Glow Up runway. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, it is super necessary and very much needed right now for me. Because I don't even know if I'm going to go on this trip anymore at this point. It's paypal.me/Ranson, cashup.SimonRanson, Venmo/Rants. I saw a lot of tips that came in. Well, not a lot, but I did see tips that came in earlier. I'm going to give each one of you a shout out because, like I said before, at the end of this video, I'll talk about what's going on. So that way the focus can be on Drag Race and not on me, as people have criticized in the past. So yeah. Hannah Donda. I love you, Hannah. You still ain't replied to my Instagram message, bitch, but I know you're busy. Tia, if you see this, message her and be like, check your inbox. Maddie has sent you something at the beginning of the season. I know she's been busy. Mama's been working, but I'm like, girl. Okay, listen. Listen. It's from the Belts, Buckles, and Chains runway. I'm not going to say what organization that she is paying homage to. And I do know that Hannah has been doing a lot of references and giving time to things that are very specific to Australia or New Zealand, down under over there. Just like with First Nations people for that outfit where she was that lizard with the frilled neck. Same thing can be done here when it comes to the, let's just say Mike and Ike's on bikes. There we go. A special name for lesbians on bikes. And when it comes to protecting LGBTQ people, being a presence in their communities and neighborhoods and showing support in this, that, and the other. I think that's really cool that Hannah has been implementing that into her drag. And if a lot of people, and this is me saying this, so please hear me when I say this, because I see a lot of stuff on Instagram and Twitter and X. It's mostly from kids that got one piece of information, didn't do any research afterwards, and start doing the most, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, I heard she was racist. Okay. Mama had appropriated some stuff in her drag once upon a time ago. The difference between her and others, and I literally have to get on my soapbox about this, is that Hannah actually took accountability for it, owned to it, publicly acknowledged it, and then also went and did her research and got educated on all the things that were wrong and all the things that had happened in reference for that. And it is something that she does not shy away from, because if you watch season 2 of Down Under, which a lot of you didn't, it was a moment when Queen brought it up and Hannah talked about it and was like, I had no idea. It was a completely different conversation than the one that Scarlett had on season 1. A completely different conversation. And she's still owning it, which is why she did the First Nations thing, which a lot of people who were probably watching the show didn't even know what First Nations was, baby. And I'm not trying to sit here and argue on behalf of a friend, even though Hannah is a friend of mine. That's why I like her. And that's why I accepted her and got cool with her, because I'm like, oh, You did the work. And when I met her, genuinely authentic, that lady, what you see on TV, that energy, you're going to catch that in person. That, that Hannah laugh, that laugh, you're going to catch that in person. Hannah's a hoot. Shit. So yeah, I see some people talking, and I'm like, okay, I hear you, and I get where you're coming from, and I know, like, let's hold everybody accountable and shit, and you don't have to accept people changing. But out of all the queens that I've seen in a situation like this, she's the only one that I know didn't have to be pressured by the drag race community to say they're sorry. And I said drag race community. Her own community may be different story when it comes to local drag. But that's the first one that I have seen and have known to literally not wait until the show has dropped and aired, and for someone to post a screenshot to then go, oh my God, you guys, my bad, Rita. And that's where I will stand on that one. I'm off my box. I'm off my box. Okay. That's the only one I know that I can say it didn't take the show to make them have to speak up. Like, they did that way before that was even the thing, like prior to the show. Okay. That's why I can't look at Sharon. That's why I can't look at Rita. That's why I can't look at Sharon. There are some people who was like, girl, you waited until someone found that out and then said something, versus you opening up and talking about it and being real. Had you caught us before we clocked you, it'd have been a different story. And that's why sometimes I can't take certain apologies as authentic. But I think Hannah, okay, listen, I actually liked her first look. To be honest with you, I thought it was cute with the chains and the hair too. This is nice though. I like what it represents, and I like where she is standing for here. And again, showing out for the lesbians, because a lot of us gays in the LGBTQI plus community do not hold space for our lesbian sisters, and that's absolutely wrong. Just like a lot of us do not pull in our bi brothers and sisters into our conversations when they are also a part of our community. And for those who also don't adhere to any sort of gender or don't want to be referred to by gender norms in reference to labels and pronouns, right? It's a way about how people can convey this through their drag that sends the message, but also is like a love letter too. And I appreciate Hannah for doing that. Y'all better get into her. She's smart. Don't do it. But let me go ahead and close out Hannah's poll. Oh my gosh. It always sounds nasty. Wait, did I make a poll for her? Bitch, I just started talking about my friend. Shame on me. Hold on, let me let y'all vote. Shame on me. I just was like, let me talk about Hannah and tell y'all can't say things. That's bad. Let me be quiet. Yeah, if you one of those folks, I don't forgive nobody. Okay, that's you. I ain't judging you for that. There are people I won't forgive either that have been on the show that have done me dirty. So, understandable. No, we was just chatting, doing a Maddie Rants thing, I guess. I really hope I can pay this. I need this vacation to happen. That's going to be like the ultimate reset. I'll tell you what, because I'm going to have my phone off. Like, I'm legit putting my phone on do not disturb the entire weekend. I am removing all of the social media apps off my phone. I'm pretending like I'm not a person. I'm pretending like I never had a YouTube channel. Like I've never done anything with Drag Race. I'm just, honey, y'all don't even know. Like, whoo. No, I won't be on any dating apps or anything like that. Someone screenshotted my Jack profile and put it in a message thread, not Reddit, but another one. So yeah, I think I'm done with the online dating on specific apps. I will only use ones that are directly geared only specifically towards dating and not ones that could be confused with other things. Because yeah, that wasn't fun to see that. I'm glad it got taken down though, but like, Because I had my friends were reporting it because they knew. They were like, Matt, why is your picture up here? I'm like, girl, what? And they were talking about me, and like basically they were making jokes because I had my weight on there, and they were saying like he doesn't weigh that much, and da 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 da, and oh, I've seen him in person, he looks a mess, and whoop 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 whoop, and yeah. They even brought up a friend of mine who I'm no longer friends with to then talk about that friend for like 10, like I read that shit and I said, there are some people who know me who are in my presence that hate me, but they're in my presence. And I'm like, I could not for the life of me figure out who it was, but the way they were talking, I was like, this person knows me. They don't know me, but they've been in my presence. I don't like that. Yeah, so just be careful with putting your information out there on the internet, or you even being vulnerable sometimes, because there are folks that are just going to take advantage of that just because. Okay, either way, this is me wrapping up time to make sure y'all got a vote in. I was like, I need to make sure we get a vote in for Hannah. Yeah, like when I got that Honda, that was a whole topic on a thread. Ooh, the girls were looking for me, and my car got keyed 2 days later. So tell you that. Hannah, 66% of y'all, she's cute. 24% of y'all are saying she's giving, and 8% of y'all have chopped this. Oh yeah, that's one thing about the group I'm going with on our vacation to Miami. We've all done something, like in terms of like gone through uphills, downhills. We've seen friendships that we have with others, take place, remove in well and badly. Like all of us have stories with each other for this group that I'm going with. So I'm going to be very comfortable on this trip. I'm not going with friends that I've only known for a little while. I'm going with friends I've known for 7 years now. Like the people who I can, when I finally decide to release myself, listen to me. Because they're always like, you never say anything, Matt. From Italy. Oh, how amazing is that? Ciao, Bella. That's not what I'm supposed to say. Ciao, my baby. All the way out there in Italy. I am Jelly Belly. I saw a video the other day of Italy and places to visit because I'm like on this sort of travel kick with YouTube. I saw some authentic pasta out there with their version of Alfredo, which is the real version of Alfredo compared to the American version of it. It looks so good. It was so simple. I was like, that's all that goes into that? I bet it tastes so good. That's all I kept saying. I was like, oh, I need to go out there and eat. I want to see everything. I swear to God. Italy's on my places in Europe to go. Italy, UK, Germany, France. What would the fifth one be? I need to figure that out. But those are the 4 I know. Germany, France, UK, Italy. I must. I have to go. I have to. I just like going places that have so much rich history, and there's like a lot of like it's wealth and knowledge in that history is what I like about places like that. Like as an American, we would talk about it through our world history stuff, right? And all that kind of jazz. But like when you go there and you're like there, I need that. I need that feeling. I would probably be crying walking through places of history like that because that stuff touches me. Because it's like, imagine all the people who have walked through here, who have lived here, who have had something. It's really powerful when you think about that. This earth has so much history all through. It's scary. Okay, good and bad history. Okay. Greece. That's the other one, Paulette. Greece. I want to go to Greece so bad. That water looks so blue. Okay, sorry. Let's get to Gothy Kendall and her only other option besides one other outfit that she could do a redemption on. Let's take a look. Okay, if anybody in the UK is watching this right now, that Kate stuff is kind of. Y'all photoshopped an entire picture? It's 2024. We are aware of technology. They posted that picture and thought we were all going to be like, oh, okay, that's fine. I could not believe that shit. I couldn't believe it. Lexi, okay, I love this. I joined late and was watching on 1.5 speed to catch up, and I'm finally caught up live. Woohoo! Hi, Lexi. For this now being a 2-hour video and you just caught up, that's kind of the vibe. I might need to start telling y'all to watch me on 1.5 speed. Shit. Oh, yeah, I need to go. I want to. I'm just, when I have the money and she's not poor. Yeah, you could see the hands were put in and all that. The pocket was out of place. That poor the daughter, the shirt didn't even align with the skirt. It was crazy. I don't know what's going on over there. It's none of my business. Something ain't right. Thank you, Miss Mo. I appreciate it. I'm still doing like a cut and copy paste version of my review for Thursday. It's going to be a short video. It'll be green screen and being like, Drag Race in a nutshell this week. Crack. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I get to try my my fun. Sorry, y'all, I'm doing a little bit of stretching here. I'm watching a 1.75 every time I watch the replay, and now I'm in live. Yay. I wonder what I never mind. Let me not ask that question. Like, I wonder what I sound like. I know what I sound like at 1.5 speed. All right. So apparently this is Ice Spice. Chris. I was like, how? You didn't even go to Starlet. I said, but you don't watch enough international seasons to make these comments anyway, so cool. Yes, that was my Chewbacca. Hold on. I told you I'm a nerd, and I'd be happy for a nerd also, or someone into some of the same things as me as a boob, like for real. Because like, you gotta love that kind of shit with me. If I do that noise, like, you need to be like, I love you, babe, after I do that. Like, that's gonna get you like what you need. No, Gothi and Starlet do look similar here for me personally, but with different aesthetics, if you will. Like, Starlet has a little bit of a difference in the fashion, where it has this old Hollywood glamour with a little bit of a new wave feel, where Gothi feels more in line for what's current right now and what maybe on the next runway, possibly. That's why I sort of see the differences between the two. They remind me of each other, but different, bit different. Both a little shy, a little bit soft-spoken, very that. So I'll be real. This is okay. I love seeing, young queers in older drag. That's fine. No, I honestly, in my mind, she was going home. So I wasn't really zoomed in. Spain, that's another place I want to visit, David. How you doing, my friend? Spain was the other place. The dress is nice. She looks clean. It looks like she took a bath today. Lavender oil? Possibly. I just need, if I go to Spain, I need help because my Spanish is terrible. Okay. Horrible. And I would love to go to Spain, bitch. But I definitely don't want to come out there and be like, cat the whole time. It's not gonna work. I do better in Paris because I know a little bit of French. Air brick. We're gonna close out Gothi's poll. You're saying, do you think the producers pick and choose runways depending on what the girl has and compare to boot them? No, they do not. From my understanding, and this is me trying to give you the best take on this to where it's not a spoiler and no one can get in trouble based on what queens have told me, is that they already have in mind what runways they want to do for what episodes. All of that's already set in place, and they give the queens a list, and they say, in a lot of the verbiage is like this, close to, similar, ... If you get what I'm saying. Like, this is the theme, close to, like this, similar, or they'll get a theme and it's like silver. That's it. And then what will happen is RuPaul goes, category is chrome on the dome. First up, do you see what I'm saying? Like we're going, well, that's not chrome. Well, bitch, they were told silver. Now all of a sudden, the prompt is chrome on the dome. Okay, well, silver can be kind of like chrome. So that happens sometimes with these runways. And sometimes they change the order up of what they want to do first based off of like how it can fit into the episode versus, oh my God, did you see her dress? It's amazing. We're going to have to move the runway sooner than later. No, they don't do that. They're not going to do that. That sucks. They should, but it's like, it has to make sense with the episode. So grand finale drag is not going to make sense on the first or second or third episode. All right, let's get to Marina Summers here. Yeah, I think that was the best way I could tell you like how they do that without spoiling anything or getting anybody in trouble. Yeah, I think that was about, based on the many conversations I've had with your queens on the show and how they've like, Matt, this is what we get and this is how it goes. And, hey, she be saying something else, but that's the prompt we got. So let's pop. And the judges know the prompt too. So don't think that they're just also like, well, now that RuPaul said this, like all of a sudden that changed. No, they know the prompt. They're not, it's not, they know the prompt. They just want to give it something special versus category is silver. It's like, no, category is say something really, really silly. Hey, yo, we went from just 1 hour ago, 140 people in this live to 232 people here today. Thank you for tuning in. This makes me feel super special. And I appreciate you for tuning in this live today. I know I'm a talker, but it's a good time all the time. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe, become a part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you for being here today. And yes, I know I'm asking for the tip jar to be full, but a lot's going on in my background, and it would be really appreciated. Sincerely help me out a lot with PayPal.me/rants, Cash App $, and Venmo, Medi-Rants. I thank you so much for tuning in today. Up next is Marina, one of one, the only one. Nothing else in this world compares to me. I'm twisted. I'll contradict it. Keep him addicted. Lies on his lips. I licked it. Boom, boom, boom. Unique Summers. Really, Purple? My older videos are popping up? Yeah, I was way more reckless back in the day. I was also like, you couldn't move my opinion. I was on some fuck you shit. That's why when people are like, he's so mean, I'm like, no, I was. I was. Because I thought I knew everything. And then I met everybody and I understood so much. And I got humbled on multiple occasions and I needed it. I was here for it. Marina is the girl. She is that girl. She will forever be the girl. That's why I always say the girl whenever I see her. And whenever I'm looking at her, ooh, the girl, the doll, the one. You know what I'm saying? I know the girls use dolls for trans women, so please forgive me if you feel like I'm taking that away, but that's not what I mean by that. I just mean she is so... How you had Gothy go before you? Excuse me, I want to say that to production. Marina should have closed the show. Either Marina went before Grand Dame or Grand Dame went before Marina. Either way, those two should have closed the show. Period. This was the best look of the night. In case y'all don't know what this is, it's a milkfish. It is the national fish of Philippines. Am I right with that? If I remember correctly from the many different outfits I have seen. Hold on, Matthew. Because hey, yeah. Uh-huh. Or is it like the national dish? I'm trying to remember. National fish. I was right. Ha ha! Maddie. with Drag Race Philippines. I remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. Bangas. There we go. That's right, Bangas. That's right. I love that. Look at me retaining that information. Oh, proud of me. Because Manila wore a dress like this. Then I think Matilda also wore a dress like this on the previous season. And who else was the other one that wore a similar dress like this too? Oh, Bernie. Didn't Bernie have the milkfish on for the not tuk tuk, because that's the how it's like almost like a cab that goes where that's the tuk tuk. That's not what I'm talking about. But like, oh, what's it called? For the vendors. Yes, when they had the vendors there and she had the yeah. See, I remember. I remember. Because I love every time someone did the milkfish look, I was like, this is coming. This is coming. I like it. I really do. I really do. Marina, this is gorgeous. And this is also a glow up. Mind you, she wasn't ugly in the first look. She wasn't. But this is a glow up. Whoa. Whoa. Can we talk about the face? Derek, it's perfect. We can use the saying, nothing is too big for you. Marina is an example of that. Nothing is too big for her. There are some people who can just walk into the room and change the energy. I know all about it. That's a bad bitch right there. Marina, it's giving for me. Puss puss, tens across the board. Favorite look of the season. My favorite look of the season from her. Down. It's very well done, very well put together. Whoever made this dress, bravo to you. The turno sleeves, for the turno, she better don't, because that's what the category was. The way they did the turn, oh my God. The way they did this, because it's different, right? It's connected to the dress, but there's also some extras that are put into the sleeves, and then it go just the way they work this out with the vision. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I also love the fact that whenever RuPaul talks to Marina, RuPaul's questions are very inquisitive and interested. Like very interested, very inquisitive, very like, so is this from the Philippines? Like it's got Ru going, oh, that's what they give over there? Tell me more about this, because clearly you doing something, and I didn't know that's how y'all operate out there. Tell you something, Ru, you might need to be a guest judge one day for the Philippine season. You might need to be over there one day. We'd like to see you. I can see you out of drag. You don't have to get in full geesh right next to Mama Pow. Jiggly on the same panel. That'd be a gag. It's the same designer as Rusica's Fringe Runway. Ooh. Come on, my Filipino fans up in here. We're my Filipino Rant Pack community. What's up? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I was just telling everybody that season 3, get ready. Get ready. Because I know they're filming now, and I'm very excited to see how that goes down. Also, is it bad that I want to see Russia Fox from Dragged In on Drag Race Philippines? Congratulations to the winner of Dragged In. That was my, oh my God, I live for her. Oh my God, I live for her. Who is this? What is this? That lady literally bent over. It was a goddamn table. Bitch, I was gagged. Gag. Like, you couldn't tell me no. Oh, I'll be real with you, because I was starting to watch it. I meant to do reactions, but the way the series is formatted for Dragged In, it confuses me too much, because I'm so into Drag Race. I have it down to a science that when I watch Dragged In, I am sitting here like, okay, you got all these motherfuckers back here, and then you got this person. There's 2 people back here that talk to them. and Manila may pop up, and then the pit crew people actually be helping. And then when we come out to the main stage, it's like there's 20 people voting. It's a group of girls, and it's Manila, and then there's these two other people here, and then all of a sudden they're walking down. They get to the microphone. Hi, I'm contestant number. Da, da, da. And I'm like, what? It throws me off, but I still respect it. I just couldn't get into it because for me, I don't know. It was the way it was formatted. I was like, I don't know if I can rock with this. Plus, it feels. I'm not going to throw Manila on the bus. Manila as the main host. But I say all the queens that were on this previous season I watched, shout out to each and every one of them. I saw some talent in that bitch. And they all wanted to be there. I could see the drive and want and desire for it. So I was like, I like that. Shout out to the Philippines. Another place I need to go visit. But I'm coming with Jiggly. I'm gonna have to come with Jiggly. Leo, I love this. A mega Vaporeon for me. You know what? This is low-key Vaporeon energy. My favorite Pokemon, by the way. I love PayPal. Please stop. I have literally canceled every subscription possible. Please stop pulling money out of my account for random shit I no longer have. Anywho, let's wrap Marina's. Oh God, I knew it. I said I can't. I canceled it last night though. Why are you still charging me? I literally need every penny I got to go to Miami. I said I'm gonna have a good trip. I want a good trip. Fuck. All right, moving forward. Let's crap this up. Let's wrap this up. Here we go. Crap this up. What? All right. 97% of you said giving, 1% of you said she's cute, and 1% of you have chopped the look. I don't know who did that, but like, can you tell I saw someone who has their name as Marina Summers in the chat, and this is me trying to figure out based on what they wrote if that's Marina Summers or if Marina would actually have her picture posted or not, or if they're just a fan of Marina and that's their name. Well, Marina follows me on Twitter, but either way, shout out to Marina. Hi, sister. I'll see you at DragCon again. Girl, whoever chopped it wanted to be seen, but your name doesn't get told. So if you want to tell us that you chopped it, you did. Congratulations. You're a big hero, I guess. I guess. Either way, whatever. People do what they want to do. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. Oh, look who it is. It's Set Her Aside. Hey, friend. You need to go to the US DragCon. If you don't go, I'm going to be mad at you again for another year. Shout out to Drag Race Statistics. We appreciate you. No, I appreciate you, bitch, because half the time I'm like, girl, let me look this up again. Oh, that is right. Oh, that is right. Okay. Okay, not Marina. I love you, bitch. Love you, not Marina. Kissy, kissy. I just saw the name. You know, sometimes the girls come through my chat. That's why I was like, oh, Marina, you here today? What's up, sister? Let's talk about Teresa. Maybe not. I'm a Marina fan. We all are. Okay. If you get a chance to go, like the timing this year is perfect for me to go. It's just so expensive. I'll have to find a sugar daddy. I fear. Girl, you still young. You can find one. No shade. I'm in my late 30s, girl. I'm past that marker unless I find somebody in their late 50s that know all about what that good 30 poos look like. You are young, bitch. But no, I'm not encouraging you to do that. But you find one, make sure they pay for your schooling too, sister. That's to all my little punks out there that may get you a sugar daddy. You make sure that person's not there for the like light things. You make that they should be trying to get your education together, a car in your name. You do what you need to do with that. Okay. I have a friend of mine who can give you a good story. He had a sugar daddy for 3 years. And the man knew what the relationship was, but he also made sure that whatever was happening, like he wasn't putting on some bullshit. It was like, help me with school. The guy helped him with school. I need a car to go to work because the guy still had a job, but he got a sugar daddy. Like, those were things I can see someone who wants to like take care of somebody that actually is going to go, oh, I'll do that for you because you're trying to better yourself. Versus, give me this, give me that. Okay. We'll see what happens afterwards. Theresa May. This is for the Xpenny Henny runway. It's a chop. It's a chop. Set her aside. This advice is so American. Because University of the Netherlands is not expensive at all. Yeah, in the States, baby, they don't want us to have an education. They're like, you want to go to school? All right. Out of state or in state? Out of state. It's even better. Because how much was it for me to go to school to Arizona? Ooh. It was like $16,000 a year to go to Arizona State for me. It was like $8,000 a year for classes. And the more classes I signed up for, the more money it cost. So yeah. And that was because I was also out of state. 8,000, 4,000? It was no, I don't think it was the number I said beforehand. It was a lot. It was a lot of money for a school that's known for their STI rates versus its actual like grade point average. But yeah. Yeah, I learned then and there never to do out of state again. I was immediately in U of H the following year because I'll never do that again. I only went out of state because I wanted to get away from my dad so I can be my gay ass and just be my gay self. That was the only reason I went to school out of state, because I was like, I can get away from my family and I can finally be me. Then it costs money. Theresa, I don't want to know. Maybe not. Here's the thing. I know what you were trying to do here. I get it. I get where you were like, I'm going to make this a bit more grand, but like it needs to look like that. The red with this color fabric, with the silver chrome number built into this dress. It's almost too many things happening at once. It's actually too many things happening at once. You got the little hat on, you got the big hair. See, the thing is that the first look gave me Vegas new money, right? Now with the big hair, it's Texas cheap. Like, you want people to think you're rich, but you have that 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath, ranch style house where you had to take the 3rd bedroom and turn it into an office space. You ain't got no backyard. You ain't got no front yard. Your garage, you share a driveway with your next door neighbor. The garages are attached. You damn near in a townhome. The girls want to be luxury. You in a townhome, sweetie. You don't got your own property. Don't do that. Bitch, if you got a townhome in your name, pop off though, because I used to have a townhome. And I like her. Like, she got a contract after doing a couple of TikToks, and she hasn't found a stylist yet. And so she had to go to an award show, and that was her going, oh, bitch, I think I know what Hollywood wants to see. And then she's dragged for the rest of the year, and then she says something really fucked up afterwards, and it takes 5 years to cancel her. It's giving that. It's giving that. I like Theresa. I don't like this. I do. I like Theresa. I don't like this. Well, how did y'all feel about it? Let's see here through the polls. I don't know why her Xpenny Henny look was her, oh, I did a really bad job with this outfit. I didn't hate her first look. I'm looking at it now. I didn't hate the first look. I thought it was kind of a bop. Now that I'm looking at it, it feels like you're going to do something in a movie with this outfit versus the other one. I don't know. Yeah, I wish she chose a different look, because there were others that she could have done a revamp with. Where's my poll? There we go. 73% of you have chopped this look. 24% of you say she's cute, and 2% of y'all are giving this. And I assume you also chopped Marina's look by saying you're giving. Shout out to our troll voters out there. You're the reason why certain people are elected president with your wasted votes. Not that, that was the truth. Le Grand Dame. Damn. That was so. Le Grand Dame. Le Grand Dame. Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry. That was so American. Le Grand Dame. Le Grand Dame. As a giant used condom. The fact that there are bows on this is the reason why I kind of live. Dada, right. Because comparing it to the previous condom dress they did, where this was the whole gimmick, I remember hating this that day. I was like, girl, this is stupid. I love the concept and what they were like trying to present with it, but I was like, this is kind of dumb. It's made entirely out of condoms. And it's actually done kind of brilliantly. Like, look at the board. Look at how this is done here. Compared to how this is done. Like, I don't know. It feels like we would see this walking on a runway in Paris for sure. It feels very Fashion Week for me. Yeah, it's very Fashion Week. I can't knock it. I like it, actually. I live and breathe. It's very Fashion Week. Oh, I want to sit down now. I've been standing up too long. Sit down, young man. It's been a long day. It is a YSL knitted wedding dress from the 60s. I can see that. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I have to say it. I love it. It's definitely a glow up. Because remember when she was on the show and she's just doing this? It was like, okay, girl, what is happening? I'm like, oh, that's Spoogisicum. Spoogisicum. Mm-hmm. La Grande Dick. La Grande Dick. Stupid. I can't. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Thanks for becoming a part of this Rant Pack family. We had over 200 people in the room at one time, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Do me a favor. If you want to drop a sippy poo in my jar, because yeah, it's like it would really be helpful especially this week. PayPal.me for /minute rants, Cash App /minute rants, and Venmo /minute rants. Grandom, I like this. This is awesome. It's a giant penis. And safety too. You did so much with this. You could walk out for pride in this, baby. I mean, you may not have an outfit anymore by the time you hit the end of the parade because they will strip all them condoms off of you, but well, depends on what parade and what city it is. Whoa! But yeah. Hold on. Is it crazy that Le Grand Dame was safe and there are condoms? And Gothy Kendall's whole thing is raw, like raw, and they were up for elimination. They were not safe. Is no one thinking about that? I feel like my mind goes into these bullshit places, okay? Like it is kind of insane. Le Grand Dame, you're safe. Yeah, she's a condom. Gothy, Kendall, Raw, you are up for elimination. That's fucking funny. Okay, sorry. I think this is fabulous. Would I wear it? But I think it's fabulous. I think it is. It's pretty cool. All right, so what do we give this penis? Penis is a funny word. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, that's my water pump for the cats. I'm like, what does that sound? Oh, there needs to be, I need to put some more water in there. 67% of y'all said giving, 25% of y'all said she's cute, and 7% of you have chopped the penis. You chopped it. Circumcised it? Oh my God! I'm so mad at me for just now doing the joke. Oh, it was right there, Maddie. It was right there. It was right there. I almost want to redo the poll. Giving a condom. She's cute or circumcised. Oh, circumcised would have been a bop. Damn me. 7% thought it was broken. Nicholas, I will allow that. Condom jokes. I was talking about some new law that was passed in Alabama recently about how like frozen eggs like are considered like if you're say trying to like save your eggs or whatever through IVF. I don't know if y'all saw that stuff where they're basically saying if the pregnancy doesn't go through, they can be fined or possibly put in jail. It's against the law. So if you wanted to freeze your eggs and you don't use them by a certain time and you try to get pregnant with it and it doesn't work, you can be fined. This is what they were talking about with women and their rights for their body with that Supreme Court ruling about, the, abortion and stuff like that, right? So again, this is one of those things where it's like, huh? Like, how did that even get on the roster to where you're going to penalize people for it? And you have to, if you are interested in hearing about it, please dive in because you'll see the many ways they can get arrested. It's madness. It's madness. But I'm not surprised coming from the same state that they literally had a 91 to like 8% vote to keep all of the racist slang and rhetoric in the school's history books. And it's like this particular book in Alabama that was written back in the day. It's supposed to be like a historic, item or whatever. But it literally talks about Black people in the worst kind of way possible, Latinos, everybody. Like, it's very a KKK member wrote this motherfucker. Like, it's very that. So it's like, oh. And they went and people voted to keep it. It was like, oh. So yeah, just again, like they were saying for the political episode for season 16, know what's happening in your state, your country, or wherever you're at and pay attention. Live life, baby. You don't have to be worrying all the time, but if something's not right, make sure you go vote against it because you never, ever know. Girl, they could take gay marriage out of any day now. Anywho, all right. For a Rudepemtion Runway, I would say that Tia hit it. Scarlett did. I like Hannah's. I think I like the other one a little bit more, but I still like Hannah's outfit. Marina for sure. And La Grande Dame hit it out the park. I think the majority of them did do a good Rudemption moment. There was a little Rudeming. That was stupid. Rudeming. But our top two is Marina Summers and Tia Coffey. I saw a comment in her earlier. I didn't see you comment ever, and unless you wanted me to know that you don't like Tia and you think production's pushing them. I hear you. I don't agree with that, but I hear you. If we're going to talk about pushing, I'd say España All-Stars. That may just be a you don't like them factor, and you didn't see all of us agreeing with you, so you tapped out here, but I don't see that from this so far. To me, the three who I see doing the most work or getting the best kind of critiques is Marina, Grande Dame, Tia, and Scarlet Envy. Scarlet has had like ups and downs a little bit, but she's been on a positive take lately. But in Scarlet's, I'd have to say this, Scarlet has to start winning something soon because low-key, she's still riding on her own island, and it's going to be a little tougher for her to take on the rest of the girls. I'll be real with you. Okay, because a lot of the girls that were like, oh, you want to send home big dogs might be going into the finale, and they may be blocking her blessings. So I'm getting nervous for her. You saw that. I wasn't feeling that comment. They aren't pushing. Yeah, I knew that was one of those. I saw a Drag Race video. I'm going to stop by. He didn't pay attention to it. Fuck her and fuck him kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. If it's not, I don't agree with that. And you can call it and be like, Matt, you're friends with her. That's why you're saying it. Maybe. But to me, it doesn't really feel that way. I'm watching somebody whose original season, Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it feels like I'm watching somebody who is having a good time, but also uh their drag has improved quite a bit. Quite a bit. So I'm not gonna lie and be like, I don't receive it. If you just don't like the girl, if you don't think she's done nothing, that's fine. But regardless of I new tier or not, I gotta give coots where they're due. And they're due. They're due. I praise a lot of people I don't know, so it is what it is. But to me, I gotta ask y'all. I gotta ask y'all. This is now y'all's decision. Whose lipstick are you choosing? Is it Teresa or is it Gothy? I mean, you know who I'm choosing. The thing is, like, okay, Teresa's been in a bottom situation before. So is Gothy. So it's like, okay, whatever. They're both UK girls. Me representing America, I'd be like, one number down from them, we're good to go. I don't think Teresa's going to get better. So I wouldn't have picked hers. I think I would have kept Teresa because I, in my mind, would know she's probably going to go home next week. More than likely. So I'm going to choose Gothies. Only because based off of the conversations they were having when it was Marina and Tia, and Tia's like, if I save you again, like, what are you going to do now? And it's I don't know. And I said, oh, never, never, ever that answer. Don't you ever answer that way. Ever. Don't you answer. I'm trying, but they're not seeing it. And I don't know what else I can do. To me, it's the end of the road. For Teresa was having a bad day that day. And I'm assuming that she confided in her sister. It was about like mental health stuff that was going on. Maybe that was, something that was done off camera. I think I may have sensed that from Teresa. And I would have more so been like, I don't know if I want to send you out right now. I don't know if I want to take you out right now. I think I'll wait because you already are in your head. And I don't know if you're going to pick that back up. It's going to be Gothy. I wouldn't have wanted us to go through another challenge. And you saw how it was Strictly Come Dancing next week. I wouldn't want to put Gothy through that. I would do her a favor. A favor. A favor. I'd be like, this is me saving you from another anxiety-filled week of, did you just see what I just did on the stage? It was a mess. Trey, shout out to Trey. Come on, you better troll up in here. But listen, yeah, it's an easy decision. I was going to pick Gothy. I'd pick Gothy. Marina, I got George's flashbacks with this yellow outfit. I don't know why. Didn't George just wear something close to this, damn near with that? But I was like, wait a minute. I said, why is this reminding me of George's or gorgeous like George's? If that made you happy, Trey, I think that's amazing though. That person with very little that they did made you so happy. I think that's amazing though. That is actually that's incredible. Because I do a lot of work and I still be pissing people off. So that's amazing. So we got Marina, Bam Bam Summers, and Tia Too Tall Coffee. Isn't it crazy that Marina has only fought people who are at least a foot higher than her? She looks against the Grand Dame, and then she looks against Tia Coffee. It's almost like we're watching some sort of kaiju match happen, but Marina is a human going against Tia and the Grand Dame. Better yet, we could say this is David and Goliath. No, we can't. No, we can't. Because I put Marina as Goliath over Tia. Tia, I love you, but that girl can lip sync, sweetie. We can't pull no blue paper towels, construction towels, our wigs this week. Also, I will say, Tia, this looks so much better. You look so good today. This looks so good, friend. I hated that wig. I hated that outfit with that wig last week. I thought you were about to teach kids about spelling in some random with Super Grover. Didn't know it was about to happen. There you go, Marina the Titan Slayer. There you go. Someone needs to give Marina a backpack full of like. Sorry, I'm getting the visuals for Attack on Titan, and now I'm imagining Marina swinging around Tia and Legrand Dom trying to cut their necks. I can see her now. Coming up behind Tia. I'm a Filipina slash. Like, bam. There goes Tia. Oh, my goodness. Grand Dom. I hate that anime, and everyone loves it. I just hated how the giants looked. What's happening down there? What's happening up here? Why is everyone looking weird? Like, they can't be hot. What's going on? I couldn't get into it. I'm like, why do they look like that? This is so weird. Like a whole bunch of ugly people trying to eat you. Like, I know it's good. I saw a bit of the finale. I thought this one part where they were across this giant titan, they were fighting. I thought it was amazing. I was like, okay, this shit's kind of fire. But I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Seeing people get eaten by ugly folks, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it every week. Everybody, all of them, like, can you imagine being asleep and seeing that Hideo outside your door about to chomp you down? Just, no, I'm good. And then that first season, when they started killing everybody that was cool, they killed too many people I liked. That first season, ooh, it was too much for me. I was like, I can't get invested in anyone. I can't get invested. Then all of a sudden, this man can turn into a titan. I was like, what? I was like, this is getting crazy. Meanwhile, I watch anime like Parasite. They're doing a live action Parasite. I don't know if I'm hyped for that. I don't think I am. I'm like, it's not gonna look the same. The anime made it look so beautiful. I don't know if it's gonna look like right there. Anywho, who knew of this song? Who knew this song? Type 1 in the chat. Zeros if you didn't know this was your first time hearing it. I am now on Apple Music Googling, or not Googling, but looking up Self-Esteem. How many albums do they have? Don't say a lot. Okay. Whew. They don't. Okay. Whew. Whew. Oh. Man, I got nervous, y'all. Okay. I got nervous. I was like, okay, am I out the loop? Like, no, she's recent. Like, I think the first album, or at least the one they have on Apple, was like 2021. Like, yeah, 2021. So the song wasn't bad, though. She's got a nice voice. Emma, I will. I'm currently watching Solo Leveling right now. That has my current, I can't wait for the next episode anime. And it's been a while because I'm still waiting for, what's it called again? There's 2 animes I'm waiting for to start up. One Punch Man is one of them. I make that 3. It was like a tournament one. Hell's Paradise, I think, is the one I'm also waiting on. I'm waiting on that one to start. And then God of High School? Is it God of High School? I think God of High School. Or is it God of something? God, is it a high school? I think it is. Yes. The God of High School, Hell's Paradise, and One Punch Man. I didn't hate season 2. I just didn't like how it was paced, and it didn't like answer a lot of questions, and we were thrown into so many things. It was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, those are my 3 I'm waiting for. Oh, Homo, it was not bad at all. I hated how it ended, but it was not bad. I enjoyed the fight scenes. The fight scenes were incredible. It was horrible. Shut up, Homogenic. We were so cool until now. How dare you? I never tell you your shit stinks. Okay. Effing wizardry. I don't think they've ever had to put this many asterisks up in a song before, but effing wizardry is the song. I love you, Marina. And I love you, Tia. Hey, Tia. You lost the lip sync the moment the music started. And you know we're cool. No shade, friend. Yeah, I read the manga afterwards, Homogenic. I think that's why I still want to see season 2. Because my friends always make me do that. They're like, Matt, if you watch it, you have to read the manga. I'm like, really? Because then if I read the manga, I'm going to get pissed. Because I'm like, oh, this is so much better. Which is why I don't want to read it. Because I'm like, you're going to make me angry. Why am I even watching the anime? No, Marina wore her out in the beginning from just this pose with the fingers. I was done. I was okay. I'm afraid you lost here. I love you, down. Afraid you lost. Marina has this thing when it comes to lip syncing. A lot of people don't have this. It is very, what's the word I'm looking for? That charisma, a little bit of the uniqueness, if you will, but more the charisma when it comes to lip syncing. When somebody can convey through their knowledge of the musicality, but I was in the See You Next Tuesday atmosphere. It's that charisma when you see them performing and it makes you like something. Yeah, stage presence too. Very much stage presence. Marina is so good at that, where it doesn't matter what song it is. You just want to see her do it. And it's how you watch her, because she doesn't have this mapped out already in her head. I'm watching my girl freestyle. You did Marina dirty with the screenshot. Tia too. How? How did I do her dirty? Is this dirty? Is this dirty? Is this dirty? Is this wrong? Is this one too? This is actually this is severe. Let me get back to lip sync before I say some things I can't take back. Mama was doing the do, chewing it up, handling it. It was supreme. And I really did enjoy what Marina gave on this stage. These are people I'm familiar with. That's why I'm very confused with some of these comments, because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Please. They're literally in motion. Literally in motion. Yeah, T wasn't moving enough for me. And like Marina was kind of dancing around her. So it just, for me, I was like, as much as I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I don't think so, friend. Like, I love you, but baby, you were a tree. If this was a play in elementary school and they were assigning roles, Marina is the lead and you are the tree. You will get 5 lines. Yeah, to those who comment on my screenshots, they're perfectly fine. I almost went out of my good spirit. It says some things I didn't want to because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about with the work I just put in, where I'm sitting here hitting the tap so many times? You might need to refresh your screen. The screenshots are fine. They're fine. You'll be all right. This lady was literally in wow. Like, yeah, I like to show them in motion because that's when we can see the babies moving. Move out the way. I'm with my girls and we all need space. Woo. I put too much work into my shit to be listening to everybody's statements. I'm gonna be quiet, but like, my God, this shot right here is everything. Bitch, I was like, oh, I'm eating with this one. I'm doing it with this one. No, my blurry shots are when I do season 16 because Xfinity, they're tracking on their streaming app. Oh, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Crystal, I'm still mad at Beyonce for not releasing Act 1, the visual, like that entire concert experience. I'm shocked. I am shocked it's not available for us now. I don't understand that. Like, lady, please put that up. I have been dying to own that so I can just do the entire move choreography so I can learn it for my lip sync. I need her to make it available. I think Tia tried her best, and I think Tia did a good job, but we were so focused on Marina. It's hard because Marina is just, again, that stage presence is a killer. It's a killer. Mama knows what she's doing. Did anyone catch the mic drop at the end? It's, well, homogenic. I don't want to say it's on YouTube, but yeah. It shouldn't be on YouTube, but it is on YouTube. The whole thing. It shouldn't be on it, but someone did put it on there and hasn't been taken out. Because I was looking for it and I was like, damn, here it go. So you may be able to catch it. Yeah, but that mic drop was cute. She drops the mic. She reminds me of Morphine in this moment. Because remember how Morphine at the end of the lip sync is like, she's like 2 claps and a snap. I loved it so much. And Sabrina's like, mic drop, walks away, arms up. I did that. I said, that's right. That's right, Marina. Hey, Tia, though, in the top 2, 3 weeks in a row, you got 1 W on there, but that's 3 top spots. You have made up almost 4. Set her aside. We got to do these numbers, baby. I need us to compare her track records. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I got one for Drag Race Statistics. Compare their track records because I know you got it. Well, because when did you start doing that? You need to compare their track records from their original seasons once it's over with and do the number score. Because even girls who went home early, if it's a better track record, I said, okay. Marina wins. It was a good run. Go ahead, Tia. Marina, I swear to God, if you had removed that bang and something had been like a third eye under there, I would have gagged. I don't know why I thought that bang was going to be removed at one point in time. Nicholas K, not Mayhem. Well, yeah, I don't think Mayhem wants to. That sounds interesting to see a side by side. See, but yeah, I don't think Mayhem wants to include this. Yeah, Mayhem, Arancha, and Jombers would have not as good a track record as they previously had. Yeah. I would say Arancha had better outfits, though. That we can say. Arancha had better outfits. Way better outfits. Congratulations to Marina. She is the first winner of 2 Rupita badges here, closer to the 50,000 pounds. It's between chorizo and a doll. So a spicy sausage and Gothi. Marina chose Gothi. I think the writings were on the wall there. I mean, even if they had chose Teresa to go home, I don't know if Gothi would have been doing well for the next challenge, which has to do with dancing, with the Strictly Come Dancing challenge. So for me, I'm like, that was smart. That was a smart decision to make. Gothi didn't leave, but heard, and I didn't get enough time to show. I think Gothi also knew it and felt it too. I did like, I guess you don't like it raw. That was funny. That was a great way to exit Gothi, and it was a good time. I need you to look at Marina's wig real quick. Marina, that sucker is tacked in. That hair's not going anywhere. I see you, bitch. I'm sorry. I had to bring the shot in. Please tell me. Please tell me y'all see this back of the hair. I am like, yes, queen. That sucker is on your head. It wasn't going nowhere. Because, sometimes we see it, and it's like, oh, that shit's lifted. That's why that motherfucker was moving. That's why that bitch was gone. I think she glued that back down. I'm with DW. I think she glued that back down. It's those moments, Marina, where I'm most proud of you, because that's the stuff that I'm told to do with my drag. And they're like, Matt, you like to dance. You're gonna have to glue the back of your wig down, because, friend, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Yumly, this is true, by Chef Rod. Shout to Chef Rod. Maddie loves food. Marina already gave her a chance since episode 1, but still Gothi didn't improve. It's about time. Marina gave her a chance. Tia gave her a chance, and both Marina and Tia were in the top 2 this week. Oh shit! Put that together. Look at Chef Rod. We did that. Look at us. You just put that equation together. Marina was the first person to say, I'm not going to send you home. Let's try this again. Tia was the second one. I'm not going to send you home. Let's try this again. And now both of them, who both saved her, had to make that decision. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God. How are we just now pulling this together? Holy shit. It was time. But yeah, again, she left like a trooper. She wasn't a sore sport. And I also enjoyed, I think Gothi did a lot better than their previous season in terms of staying there longer. There was no wins, but Mama did have a high position at one point in time or another. So give it up for where the give up is. Now, if I'm not even in full geesh here having this conversation, but if there are 2 things I want her to do in the future, if she wants to, if she really is like, what other things could I improve about my drag? Please take a runway walking lesson, or are you cool with Tace? Talk to Tace. Maybe Tace can teach you how to walk. I want you to have a strut so bad, Gothi, because you give like, original Barbie's face tease energy. Okay. So you're not bad, mama. You're a very pretty doll. I just want you to get a strut so bad because it looks awful when you walk. I just want you to like a Legrand Dom too. Yeah, either Taste or Legrand, somebody. I just want you to get a walking lesson in because your walk is so lurch. It is so Frankenstein. It is so bad. And I think you're hot and you give and it's all that, puts all that energy. But you have got to learn how to walk. A dance class, maybe if you feel like it. You don't have to be a dancer, but at least the strut, girl. At least get a strut. That's all I ask of you, Gothi. If anything, get a strut. Because you have the frame. Your legs aren't bad to look at. I saw the legs. I'm like, she don't got bad legs. She just need a strut. A crisscross applesauce. That's all. Yeah, a walking class, an acting class, maybe, and maybe a couple of therapy sessions where we can get the confidence up to go. Because you're there, like RuPaul says, you're very fucking likable. Hate that I swear before that, but you are very likable. So it's all there. It's just one thing here, this thing there, that thing there, and then you'll be set to go. But it's really hard to take that advice on a show where you're in a competition and you're like, so I have to apply that now? It's very hard to do that. like, why are we gonna do this today? Mm-hmm. Tall glass of cocoa. I did say this in the beginning of the episode. I said, listen, if you like how they were so kind to her because it was so funny to watch with her messing up, I need them to have that same energy with a lot of the other queens on this show too. It was so bad, it was funny. I need y'all to have that with a lot of folks because there are people who we found enjoyable that messed up. That then when Michelle gets to them, it's how dare you? Like, don't do that again. I know it's gothy and we love her, but don't give other girls the same piece too if you're going to do all that. Anywho, thank y'all for tuning in today. Thank you so much for being here. I cut it at the 3-hour marker. So Emrika, shout out to one of my moderators as well as Crystal out there. They're going to be doing the timestamps. A lot of y'all know at the beginning of this video, I said I was going to talk to you about what happened with me today and my entire morning. I love how Mina pops up as I'm having this conversation. Hi. Hi. What you want? You want to say hi? Okay. Yes, you already know what I'm about to do. You already know what I'm about to do. Everyone say hi to Mina. I know. You want me to put you down, big girl? You ready? Okay. All right. Go ahead, Miss Mama. Isn't it funny how it used to be Mamu would be the first one to greet me when it comes down to like closing the lives, and now it's Mina and then Mamu's later. Okay. Yeah, like this video, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. And if you want to drop a tip in my jar, it is really super appreciated and very necessary for me currently right now. I appreciate you with the PayPal.me/rants, ketchup.rants, and Vimamenesh rants. I told you I was going to wait until after the video to talk about something that wasn't Drag Race related, without doing my normal in-between commentary, and I did it, so I'm proud of me. Maddie, is too weird that I'm not getting notifications when I'm clicking notify on the day of post. It means I'm more than likely getting shadow blocked and banned. So check it out. All right. So the reason why this morning I had made this post on Twitter and I almost just didn't get out of bed this morning in general. There's just been a lot that I've been like holding on in my own personal space and things that I don't want to bring. Oh, that's right. I need to do my tippy poos. I got to talk to everybody that threw me a tip earlier. I forgot to talk about. I'm going to do that now too, but let me get this off first. Auntie, I got you. But I've been pinching pennies since like the beginning of February. And I was doing that on purpose because I was so gung-ho about this trip. And I've been very to the T about don't smoke, don't eat bread, don't do juice, don't go out. I haven't even been over to my friend's like house like I normally do for my game night in about 3 weeks now, right? Which is not normal for me because that's part of one of my things I do that lifts me up and gives me energy is seeing my besties and all that kind of shit. But I was so gung-ho about getting all this done and taking care of it, right? And so my social barometer is kind of dipped into the lower depths of hell, and I've become a little bit too closed off, and I'm finding that, which is why I think I've been having an attitude lately for the most part. So what happened was after the panel, which is currently sitting at, and it's a blessing because my season 16 video is only at 5,000 views, which isn't good for me through YouTube. I'm just being real. Whereas the panel's at 8.4 thousand on its way trajectory to 10,000 views, but they didn't monetize it. It's currently still under review. That can take a day or it could take months. So right now, the best viewed video currently isn't even getting the ad revenue. The previous week it wasn't even bad, and they limited my ads. When I had Alex and Gabby on at the same time, bitch, they monetized it, even though we were saying stuff. So it's put me in this really confused state of I don't know what I'm doing anymore, and I don't know what's going on. I don't even know how this is going to happen. But when I see $300 from what looks like my projected amount drop, it breaks my heart because I'm like, you just told me I didn't do work this week, and I did a video every day. And so I cried last night. Truthfully, I cried about it. And I'm even like, y'all, I'm going to do the edited content because when I asked you, instead of me attacking people, I received, Matt, we don't have time for the lies. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do the edited ones. I also promised edited footage that I've been procrastinating on. And I've been working on it since then because I'm so fucking serious. This is my life. You can tell me to go get a job. This is my job. This is literally 6 years in the game. I have put in the work, baby. I am not those favorites that you have at the 80,000 plus, but your favorites respect me and I respect them too. Because they know I've been doing this longer than they've had YouTube channels. There is a thing about content creators of color not getting pushed to the forefront and being treated differently than others outside of just the community of commenters, but also algorithm, also subjects that are to be told and hold and held and all that kind of stuff. I'm watching somebody right now who's got certified on YouTube that bought viewers. I haven't bought anybody. I watch y'all leave. I watch y'all come back. I see every time when someone subscribes to my Patreon and in the same day leaves. I see your emails. I know who you are. I read the commentary. I see it all. So that already blew me up because it was a lot of work. But I said, fuck it, Matt. This week, just keep working because I haven't bought one outfit for my vacation. I have a deposit I got to put on for the rental van by Friday. And I don't even have $5 to my name. I haven't looked at my tips, but I literally don't have any money to my name right now. Because last night, 2 of my bills came out that I tried to push back as long as possible that I had to take out. I had to go into my savings and cover them because they wouldn't let me push them any further. And I sat here in my bed crying last night because I'm like, I am working and I ain't got shit. And I'm watching YouTube that I put so much effort into go, And so what they tell you then is quit. Go find a job. Go do some 9 to 5, which I've already done, but go do that. There's no empathy there. And you know what? For people like that, I see you and I understand that. I get it. You can call me a beggar, panhandler, thrifter, the new thing that I'm doing, all that. Call me every name in the book. You already do. You've called me out my name. You've brought my deceased mother into this. You've said enough. You've already destroyed me. I'm just continuing to open and continuing to try, and you can do so too. And that includes the people I used to know and the people I don't even know who you are. You've already done it. You've already hurt me. Trust me, you've already done it. You've already left a piece of your evilness inside of me. Believe it. Okay. But I haven't even bought one outfit for this vacation. And so I was crying about last night, man. I'm watching me put in the work and then it's like, mm-mm. And then when folks are asking me to cover this show, but I'm not going to get views on it. And then when I leave the show, Matt, you stopped. What happened? I didn't, I wouldn't, YouTube don't want me to talk about this. So what do you mean? What's the savings I speak of? I have bank accounts. Are you for real? Let me keep on talking because Ronald's not here for me. When you have a bank account, you normally have a checking account and a savings account. I have a savings account. The savings account is specifically for Mamo and Nina and also to fix my car. So the savings that I had with the YouTube checks that I was getting and the Patreon checks that I was getting and sometimes tips, I put into a little savings jar. So that way, whenever something were to happen, because I didn't do it the last 2 years, and I remember somebody who I used to have in my life that doesn't have it in there anymore, told me I need to get it, and I did it. Yeah. So I went into my savings and I had to cover everything. Push back on my car and push back on Mamu's bill because, I got to get his teeth removed and all that kind of stuff. So it just all started piling on top of me. And all of that happened at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I'm trying to go to bed and I get one little, and it's just, what? And then I literally was just going through accounts and moving money and this, that, and the other. And then I was looking over like tips. I'm like, okay, I didn't get that much. I didn't get this much. That's fine. This is so much love. I need to respond to this. And I just got so in my head and I just started saying the worst things I could say about myself, to be honest with you. And I hate that I like literally talked down about me last night, but I just said every horrible thing I can think of in the book, repeating things people were saying about me on Reddit, saying it was true and that I should just like not be here anymore. It was a very ugly night and horrible morning. So I didn't think I was going to be here today. I was on the phone with my therapist at like 7:00 this morning, and they were praying over me, and it just felt like I'm too old for this. Me going back to what I used to do is not really on the playing cards for me, because as a human being, as somebody who has done 10 years of working in the 9 to 5, to see me consistently never get the dues I did, the work I put in, which is the reason why I did my YouTube channel in the first place. I used to work at jobs for years. You giving me promotions? No, I was the what they call the personality hire, because he's silly and they were never taking me seriously. Either way, this is not me to be expressing this like I'm jealous of these other YouTubers because they have the viewers. No, they have an audience of people that love them, and that should be respected. And I honestly have no hate or malice towards anybody on YouTube like that, because we're all like going through something. Like I see when Jack Fed talks about people talking about him, and Jack is much younger than me. So again, I have a little bit more time on this earth to experience like shake, rattle, and roll. Others don't. I see it from other folks too. I mean, no shade, but Drag Tea with Matt had an entire video made about them. I don't even know Matt like that. We just share the names and we follow each other. That's about it. But I'm like, girl, we got people. It's not just me, but on me, you know what I'm saying? It's not just me. Like I feel for my other folks, but for me in general, I'm just like, damn, man. Like, okay, like I know I'm putting in this work. Is it matching or is it not? So for me, it just was seeing all of that happen within like me ending that live, them monetizing it, and then limiting it. Because they monetized the channel, they monetized the panel, and then said, nah. I'm on the phone. Like, Chrissy, don't we monetize it? 2 hours later, it's in yellow. I gotta ask for a review. But the views are in there. So you're putting the video in the algorithm, but you're not letting me get the ad revenue. That's fucked up. And that's why I'm mad. That's why the emphasis of the sadness to then have those two bills come out right after that, when I'm like already like, okay, girl, well, I gotta try to make this up. When today, what I was supposed to do was go online, buy the clothes that I was supposed to buy for my vacation, because I had set aside. I'm even shopping cheap. Shein, Fashion Nova. I'm shopping cheap, girls, because I'm like, no, I want to enjoy my vacation and eat and be merry, but I don't have to look like $2 billion to look like $2 billion. I can do it cheap. All of me and my friend, all of us are doing that. We're like, we're just going to get like some nice little units, not going to spend too much because we want to have fun. And like, I couldn't even do that today. I didn't even get to go to the grocery store. Do you know what I bought at the grocery store today? Cat food and water. That's it. I made sure my babies were eating today, not me. There's one salad I picked up from the store. Guess what? Rotten. I wasted $5 on salads today. But my kids got to eat, and that was what was important. So yeah. So for me, I just want to pay, like, on top of that, I got to pay my internet bill. But like, I just want to pay, I don't know. I don't even know what it is right now. Like, I just need to stay focused. I need to not get consumed and the numbers aren't there. This isn't happening. But also it was just too much to happen all in one time. And I was already going through it. And if I'm being honest, me not smoking, and I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, I have some withdrawals sometimes, bitch. It's been a minute since I smoked something. And then other days you've seen me like, okay, Matt, I was having a bad day. Let me hit something real quick. So I'm back on the let's not do this no more until I get to my time. That also is playing a role into like me getting emotional and upset because I don't have the thing that I used to soothe my emotions. It's not like whenever I was feeling some way, ooh, roll one real quick, baby, and let's calm down. I don't got that right now. So it's like I'm dealing with it raw. So no. So yeah, right now the tips are really important this month. I just want to go on this vacation, have a good time. I've been having nightmares for the last 2 weeks. It's been tough. I haven't had a nightmare in years. I mean, I've been having them so consistently. And the only reason I know I'm having them is because I'm so stressed. So stressed. I love my babies. Mina is getting so big. Mamu is a big old chubbers. That's my chubby wubby, my baby over there. The cats have been very important for me. If I didn't have them, I don't even know if I would be here. I put that on God, because they make sure I get up. They make sure I get my ass up in the morning. Mina wakes me up first, and Mamu's the one dragging me to bed. It's full on the truth. Because Mina's the first thing I see when I wake up, because she's right in my face. And then when it's time to go to bed, Mina, what's up? You ready for me to stop talking? You want to go outside? If you go outside, I have to clean you and Mamu again. And you weren't a big fan of that. She knows I'm talking about her. That's my daughter. Baby girl. Yeah. What's up? What? You trying to show people you're a talker? Yeah, Mamu was a chunk. He's a little chunky baby. But Mina keeps him active, so that's how they get to play in and all that kind of stuff, because they be zooming around my apartment. But yeah, I will say the cats I'm thankful for them, but they add stress too, because I'm concerned. I'm like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? Did I do this and the other? Had a bad dream that Mamu passed away, and I literally woke up screaming, and I was like, oh my God, it was just a dream. Like, it scared the shit out of me, yo. It's like I ain't had that emotion in a while. And remember how I just told y'all, like, last night I was talking to my mom in my dream? Like, I know I'm stressed. I know something's going on with me, because I haven't had these moments in a minute. And I'm talking to my mama again. And every dream that we have, like what I have with her, it's like we're somewhere where either I'm supposed to be or we've been before. Because the dream I had with her prior to this one last night, we were in a house that was mine, but it wasn't my house, but it was a house that she said I was living in because I was successful and I did something with YouTube and da. And then this time we were in my old room, in like an old house we used to stay in. And my mom was just sitting on my bed and she was talking to me. That's why I thought it was real for a moment. I thought she was still alive. I thought it was real, because I was still in the bed and she was just talking to me and we were just talking. And then I woke up. I was like, oh my God. Getting goosebumps just talking about that. But yeah, it was. I can barely remember everything we talked about, but it was just like everything I was stressing about, I was just telling her, and she was just like, by the way, well, you know. She said she likes Mamu and Mina, but she likes Mina the best. I was like, why? Because she's a sassy girl. That's something my mom would say. But yeah. Hold on, let me get this out. Let me get it out. Okay. But that's what's going on. It's just I'm working hard, and it doesn't feel like it's reciprocated through the algorithm sometimes. And other times, even when it's like the tips or anything like that, or even with Patreon, and I see people unsubscribe at the first and then resubscribe a little bit again, they go, why is it not in this P? And I still got to pay Vimeo on the 29th to do another year service with them. It just became so overwhelming. And a lot of y'all, like I talked about, I do have ADHD and a generalized anxiety where it's when I focus on something for too long and then it gets overwhelming, consuming. That's what basically had happened. So my therapist doesn't want to give me medication for it, but she's like, we might need to start getting you there since you're not smoking like that. And I'm like, yeah, I quit. She's like, well, we may need to do medication, but I don't want to take anything that's going to make me I don't want to say the word impotent, but every one of them that they showed me was like, you may possibly have erectile dysfunction. I'm like, girl, I like doing stuff. So I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. I've never been more into my mental health journey ever until 2023, 2024. So yeah, I just don't want to not lose me in the process. I want to figure out ways to fix those anxiety moments and not be consumed by that, because I have to be better. Like, I have to be better. I don't have anyone to bounce off of me. I don't have a partner to share bills with or share like these moments. So it's just me and my cats. You know what I mean? And that's just what's been sort of consuming me. I haven't seen my friends in a while. I feel a little bit isolated, and the loneliness is starting to wear me out a tad bit. And then, just coming on here, and then some things aren't like clicking, and it makes me nervous. That's all. So that's just where it is. Just so everyone knows, I keep fighting to live. I keep fighting to be here another day. And if you may be going through these journeys yourself with your mental health, I understand, and I wish you the best of luck too. I get it. Yeah. A lot of people don't know like my full story of my life growing up. And of course we move past things. Childhood trauma shouldn't overtake you. But I unfortunately waited a very long time to really address those traumas. And so everything's new. All this stuff is new for me. I've had talks before. We've done this, but to have regular therapy sessions, it's a new world for me. Yes, my therapist, she's amazing. I will not recommend her. I want all of her time. I won't recommend. Every time my friends like, what's her name? Mm-mm. You don't need to know. That's my lady. She's helping me out. I don't want to hear she watches these lives sometimes too. So I'm very appreciative when she watches the lives. She's like, Matt, I saw this the other day and I saw all those people in there. How does it make you feel? It makes me feel special, doesn't it? Because she starts off with, okay, like, Matt, who do you think hates you this week? Because she knows I have a thing about I walk with everybody should love me and not hate me. And she's like, that's not a reality. So that's one of our first things to talk about when we get in therapy is, who do you think hates you this week? What's their name? Did you have a bad comment? Because I read some of my comments to my therapist. We laugh at a few of them. And Nikki, don't say that about yourself, because if I'm here, you have to be here. That's how that works, Rant Pack. Y'all my family too. So like, if I can't imagine, like, sometimes y'all will message me and you tell me, Matt, I was dealing with an illness and I was, close to being out the door, and then something happened. And here I am. We're still talking about today. That stuff I weep. I get on my knees and thank God that you're still here. Who knows who we've lost over this time frame, the 6 years I've done this channel. You know what I'm saying? I get real sad about that. But yeah, either way, yeah, I'm fine. But I just know there's a lot of work going on right now. I still have more work to do. We're not a fully complete individual human being, and we are trying to be better each and every day. And yeah, so I know people don't like me. I know people hate me, and that's their thing. That's what they got to deal with. I have to let that go. But I'm a lover, not a fighter, even though I can swing. That's actually the best way to describe me. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but bitch, I can swing. And this is the truth. I hate getting into arguments. I hate getting into confrontation. I hate getting into anything with anybody. But when you take me there, we'll go to hell. And then afterwards, I'm going to cry because we should never have gone there. I hate getting into fights, but bitch, I will end you. Who's this? It's Mamu. Hi, puppy. Ah. I got you. Say hi, Mamu. Hi to everybody. Okay, I'm gonna let you down. Yeah, we gotta cut your claws, buddy. We gotta cut those claws, buddy. We gotta cut them. It's time for a little sharp. I got some tips that did come in through this live today, and I said I was gonna wait until after I got everything off my chest to do so. And so There we go. And so let's do them now. Thank you so much, Fatima. I appreciate the heart on Cash App. Thank you so much, Boo. Joyce, you already know you my auntie. You know I love you, Joyce. Okay. We've already had our we've already had our time. You know what I'm saying? In real terms, in real world terms. A couple of y'all I can say that with, in the reality I've gotten to experience y'all, and y'all see me and all that kind of stuff, and we get to exchange our familial energy. But auntie, let me read your message here. Sorry, I'm trying to pull this all up. Where did it go? Don't hurt me. Where did it go? Joyce, some mad money for my dear Annette. I almost wanted to say you call me ignorant, because low-key I am. Ignorant, no, ignorant nephew. Love you to bits, Matt. You know I love you too, auntie. You know I love you down. You family for me always. Emmy, thank you so much for this generosity on Venmo. I appreciate it. This is going towards my internet bill. You deserve to be here and to receive what you put out in the world. It's going to be okay, honey. You are absolutely right, and I need to be better with that. I wish I used to have someone to bounce this off of, but I also know that could be bad for them too. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, baby. Repeat after me. I is pretty, I is smart, I is important, and fuck all them other hoes. All the hugs from Feral Kitty and the Fuzzy Babies. You know what, Feral Kitty, you are instrumental in my channel, because I wouldn't have the disclaimer without you. If y'all didn't know, Feral Kitty is the one who makes the disclaimers, mind you, okay? Shout out to my love all the way over there down under. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Sorry, I'm a little emotional reading all this stuff and feeling the energy that was lacking this morning at 1 a.m. when I was sitting in my bed. Oh, luck. Be a lady tonight, Patrick. You know you my luck. I can't send in much, but maybe this can help. If you're ready for another gifted card reading, let me know. Let's do that after my vacation. Let's do that after my vacation. Let's do that after I leave Miami and I've like actually rested, and let's see how my energy is feeling with the cards. Please, let's do it then, because the first time we did the reading, a lot of what was said did come to fruitions in truth. And those blocks that we talked about were definitely there. So for real. The most endearing thing about you is failure. Maddie Rance on Gothy Kindle, both of whom I think are successful, wonderful entertainers. But you got to think about that. Isn't that Shangela's arc in the beginning too? Was Mama's not winning. She's failing. Oh, she lost this, she lost that. But like, we found her endearing and we wanted to see more. And the same thing I could say for Gothy. We want to see more. We find her endearing, but there are things where we're like, let's I need that to bake a little bit. Needed to bake a little bit. But thank you so much for this. Is it Royson? R-O. Royson. No, I don't want to say rock because there's an I after the O. I prefer E. I think I got that right. I hope I got it right. I hope I did. You deserve to have your name said correctly every time. Thank you so much for this, Tippy Poo. I appreciate you. Asha, you're gorgeous. Asha, you're gorgeous, by the way. Come on, face. Thank you so much for the heart and the Tippy Poo. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, baby. Asha, you're gorgeous, though. I see you, bitch. You're gorgeous. I was like, oh. Roisin. Oh, this is, yeah, I overthought that. That makes sense now with the, oh. That makes sense. Okay, that's where my problem was. That was my problem because I was looking at it and it was the spelling of the Roisin. And so I was trying to remember how it is with certain letters and the enunciations after specific letters, because that's a part of English. When you're taking English, you realize that when certain vowels are put before certain letters, it changes the way the word sounds out. So that was me going, overthinking it. Overthinking it. Yeah, same thing with like Ashley. Yeah, like very much that. Very much that. Very much that. I'm the same way with that. And I hate getting someone's name wrong because it's like, that's your name. And I know how that feels when, well, no, I don't, because I have a very Matthew. Like they were never going to mess that up. But I had friends who had names that were very easy to pronounce because you knew them. But every time they were put in front of like a teacher or somebody, it's like almost like they just didn't want to say the name. Or if you're at Starbucks, you're like, my name is such and such. And they just write your initials. It's like, girl. But yeah, sorry. I just want to make sure I have it right because I know that's about respect, but also, we don't want to hear like, okay, but you know how to say my name. Calm down. Sorry. I still struggle with that one. And I know we have somebody on the rant pack with that name too. I still struggle with it because every time I see it, I'm like, I want to say Saban so bad. Like this is a Power Ranger show, the Saban logo. Da, 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 da. Every time. And I know that's not it. And I'm just like, my forehead is so shiny. My forehead is so shiny. Emrika, those timestamps are going to look like this. 3-hour review, 30, 45 minute after the after show. There you go, Emrika. You could do for the timestamps. Just do the last 45 minutes. Just do after show. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out. Emrika, just put after show and then put the 45-minute vlog. Soybon. Really? Soybon. American Idols. What season was that? Saban. Is Saban? Sabon. Sabon? Savon. Savon? See, Siobhan is what, okay, Siobhan. That's what I was thinking. Siobhan. Okay. Oh, I was doing, oh. I want to remind everybody I graduated in 2005, and that was almost 20 years ago. So close your legs to married men. Oh my God, Matthew. Idiot. I'm so sorry. I got some other tippy poos that came in. Thank you so very much. AD, I see you on my Venmo. Be blessed, Maddie. You as well. I hope God blesses you too. Thank you, baby. I thank you so very much. I feel like a whole lot just coming off of my chest and my forehead right now. And I got to talk to God after this. That's all. What about Michelle, Maddie? Michelle? What are you doing? What are you doing? Johanna, you're also Johanna. I love seeing you. I love seeing you, baby. Thank you for the tippy poo, the generous tippy poo. Thank you for the generous tippy poo on PayPal because I love you. Enjoy Miami. Thank you so much. Y'all are truly blessings for me today. Everything that I've gotten so far has literally just relieved like 3 different weights off of me. So like I'm taking a breath right now. Maybe I can get actually, no, I have a pot pie in the microwave. I know that's bread, but I bought those salads. I'm still trying to save money. So I'm going to eat that pot pie. I'm not going to order anything. Crystal, thank you for the tippy poo on Cash App. Get paid Wednesday. So I got you. Check your DM on X. I will. as soon as this is over, I gotta go into my prayer first and talk to God after this. Because whenever something like this or anything like that happens, that's the immediate thing I have to do is talk to my Lord and Savior and have a conversation with him, because a lot of what I was talking about with him today is being answered right now in this prayer. But like God always tells you, be patient, son. Just be patient and, all that jazz. I wish my mom could see y'all. I wish my mom could see this. That tea or coffee moment's coming back to me. Because if my mom was still here, I'd bring her on some of my videos. Oh my God. Yes. If Deborah was still alive, we'd be doing drag race videos together. I think I would literally make a whole channel out of me and my mom reviewing the show. Because my mom is silly. Well, she was silly. She was super silly. So yeah, that'd be the way. Either way. You deserve bread at this point. Yo, like, remember I was 206 in September? I am 178. I haven't been in the 70s in so long. I was like, oh my God. And it's not like I look like I'm rail thin and my butt's gone. My thighs and ass do match. But no, I was shocked. I was like 178. This is what no sugar and no bread gives? And I mean, no pasta, no rice, no flour tortillas. That was the hack. For those of you who want to follow the same diet of no sugar and nothing but water. If you want some sort of like carby kind of moment and you need bread, I recommend corn tortillas. The saving grace. Because I needed something kind of crunchy or a little bready to make me feel good, because sometimes the meat and veggies was not giving me what I needed. So I would literally heat up like 2 corn tortillas, and that would be it. And it would give me what I need. I was like, okay, I got my little starch in here. It feels like it's bread, but it's not totally like flour. So it just, yeah, that was them corn tortillas, bro. I'm gonna tell you that now. And if I had chips, they had to be corn chips. That was the other one. And then 2, it was only handfuls. And I have to thank Foodie Beauty or Everyday Miriam for that, because I'd watch the reaction channels videos of her and like the breakdowns that are the authentic version of her. And when they were talking about her being, she's type 2 diabetic. She literally caused herself to get diabetes. And I watch her continue to eat bread and all that kind of shit. And I remember going to the doctor, and the doctor was like, Matt, the reason why you were pre-diabetic for that little bit of time is because you had a lot of bread. He's like, your sugar intake's a lot too, but not as much as bread. So I was like, okay. And then I'm noticing like how mama's miserable and all that kind of stuff, and she's in pain and all that kind of shit. I haven't had any physical pain. Like, you know how I used to tell you I would wake up and I was a little queasy or my stomach was hurting? I haven't had that since I stopped eating bread and the sugars. What do you have a sweet tooth for? Ooh, okay. Last thing before I go. I'm not going to have any of this because I'm kind of like in my path right now and I need to work out. Actually, before I pay some bills after this and pray to God, I need to work. Well, actually, pray to God first, pay the bills, work out, brush your teeth, cat litter box, second feed, go to sleep. There we go. Schedule for tonight. But I am going to take, no, I don't have a gluten allergy. I just stopped because bread has a lot of sugar in it. Like when you buy certain breads like honey wheat and like ones that are, made with sugar, there's a lot of sugar in bread. And it also can fuck with your, all that kind of stuff. I do not have a gluten intolerance. I've checked for that. I think I was eating a lot of bad stuff, to be fair with you. But I meant, how do you avoid the sweets? I was like, oh, bitch, I'm about to tell you everything. Okay, so this is what I do. So the only sweet I have in my refrigerator is Activia. That's it. And I have the 60-calorie one that has like barely any sugar in it. So it's like strawberry, banana, and peach. Okay. That is my sweet for the day. I know that's disturbing to hear, but that is legit my sweet for the day. That's it. is some Activia, is my poop yogurt. Yep. That's how I avoid it. Other ways I would recommend is some fruit, but not anything that's going to be too high, like that you could overconsume. You don't want to overconsume when it comes to sugar, like, and even the natural sugars that are in fruits, because the people are like, oh, I'll eat fruit and be healthy. Like, no, you can also literally be a diabetic through that, because you could eat too much of the daily value and it will fuck your shit up. So, like, I take one apple, Andrew, and I'll cut it in half. That's my sweet. And I'll eat it with a handful of peanuts. So I have my apple peanut butter. I like mix things together, make it salty sweet, and I do it just like that. That's how I normally do. I don't do diet sodas. I don't do diet juice anymore. I was getting the Simply Lemonade Lights. I don't drink those anymore. I'll start again in April, but right now with my diet and the way I'm working, no juice has been working out great. High protein, high fiber, and if it's sweets, it needs to be like dried, like a cranberry, dried cranberry is pretty good. Something that's not going to be too heavy is how I do the no sweets thing. I miss cake. I miss ice cream. I'm still looking for sugar-free ice cream. I miss all of it. Oh, bitch, when I get to Miami, I am eating. I'm eating. What do you drink? What do you drink, Maddie? Water. That's it. That's it. That's all I've been drinking. Isn't it crazy? Like, can you believe it? Oh, lies. Excuse me. Coffee and water. But the coffee I use, and let me show you just so we're clear. This is also how I kick my little sweet stuff real quick. And then we got to wrap this up because I'm talking. All right. Because I don't buy Starbucks coffees anymore until all that bullshit, all that, not it's definitely not bullshit, but that nonsense of who we're supposed to support and this, that, and the other in reference to these girls that want to act like one thing is happening over another when it's really all of the above. Anywho, so I stopped buying the Starbucks coffees and remembered one of my audience members was like, Matt, you need to stop drinking. I was like, okay. So I do Stoke, cold coffee brew. Notice unsweet. No sugar. None. This does not taste as good. Califia Farms, this does not taste as good to me. But what is it? Unsweetened black coffee. I don't do blonde. Black, I heard, was better for weight loss. I think I'm proving it. So no sugar. None. So you're just drinking it by itself? Oh no, I'm a human being. I'm literally a Christian. You by myself? Bitch, what? We rolling mobs. So because the other creamers are way more expensive right now, and I've been on this very cheap way of still enjoying myself and finding enjoyment in things, Kroger, my grocery store that I like to go to, has a creamer, and it's French vanilla, and it's 0 sugar. So there are artificial sugars because there's 0 sugar in here. There are artificial flavoring in here, but that's the only artificial flavoring I have all day. This in the coffee. That's it. I pour this, I pour a little bit of that, and I mean a little bit of it. Swish it around. I put it in the freezer for 20 minutes to get it kind of slush-like, but not too slushy. So it's super cold because I love ice cold coffee. That's my sweetness for the day, and an Activia yogurt. That's it. I've been doing that since the end of February when I started this diet. Is that not madness? If I do eat out, it's a salad, protein, water. That's it. That's it. Or grilled chicken and vegetable. Listen, even if I don't have the biggest chest in the world by the time I get to Miami, or my 6-pack isn't fully formed, I am seeing a complete difference in my waistline I'm not sucking in. I am not sucking in. Like it is, like it's like y'all, like like come on now. Like I'm seeing that difference already. So I'm like, oh, my fat is cutting down. Bet. And all I'm trying to do is sculpt currently. But yes, once I'm over this diet, I'm going to keep some things for a minute, like not eating a lot of sugar, being very light with the sugar intake I have. I'll lessen the amount of bread I have each week because I think that's important. But in the workout too, I gotta stay focused on that. That's one of the best things I started doing was working out. I love looking in the mirror and feeling that pump. I'm like, okay, bitch, I'm getting there. I'm feeling sexy. I love Barnaby's Purple Eater. That's one of my favorite places to eat out here. If you came to Houston and you're asking for a place that Maddie likes to eat, I'm going to tell you Barnaby's. It's also dog friendly too. Their Caesar salad is everything. Purple, it's everything. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. You got me thinking about it. There's not one close to me here, so I can't have them delivered, but they're available Midtown and in the Memorial area. Yep. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my review and you had a good time with that. I think it was fun. I think it was a good review. I had fun talking about the episode with you. I love the majority, if not all, these queens on this season, and much love to Drag Race UK as well as Versus the World series. Make sure you watch this. It's on Wow Presents Plus in case you're like, hi, yes. Wait, Purple Eater, you live in Austin? Bleecker lives in Austin. Yeah, Bleecker moved to Austin. Bleeker's actually coming to visit me at the end of March. They're coming to stay over here for a couple of days. You need to hook up with Bleecker. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something, because Bleecker out there. They just moved from Vegas out there too. I'm supposed to be coming out to Austin one of these days to come see them too, because I haven't gone to Austin in a long time. But yeah, okay. Let me close this out. Sorry, I read a comment, start talking. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. Let me find out that you partake too, because Bleeker's been looking since they're new out there. She's like, man, you know anybody else? I know somebody in Houston. Thank you, DW. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thanks for watching. Thank y'all for listening to me and everything that was going on. And again, you don't have to, but for those of you who did send some extra love, I am so appreciative of you. I'm so appreciative of you. And thank you so much. Like, y'all don't even know. I know I'm going to get some slack. I'm going to get some flack on that. I'm fully prepared for it. It is what it is. This will be another topic on Reddit, but y'all make my world go round, whether you tip me or not, whether you show up or not. Whenever I see you, I get very excited. Some of y'all I haven't even met before, and I get excited seeing you in my live chats. And others, I love seeing that I've seen you in person and that I see you in the chat. It's like, hey, friend, like Auntie Joyce and Nikki, or two I can say that for. There's a couple of y'all in here. I have to go through the list here, but those two in particular, I've seen them on multiple occasions. So it's like, okay. And some other folks, they're here too. So it's always nice to see everybody. And I want to see you again. Tomorrow, I'm taking a break. Maddie's going to take a me day. I'm going to take a me day tomorrow. I will be back Wednesday, but it'll be the first of the edited content that I promised. I'm very excited to bring it to you. It will either be the drag brunch video or Mina's first day home, or the day we got Mina. It may be that video, either the day we got Mina or it's going to be the drag brunch video. And then remember, Thursday, I'm going to have an edited version of this in a comedic form. This will be no longer than 20 minutes, 25 at the latest. And I'm going to do a hypercut of season 16's last episode in this. And I'm going to test the waters and see if YouTube likes me doing the, words. YouTube likes me to do the edited stuff on top of the lives as well. Lexi, yeah, this is a cool community over here. I'm all about the family atmosphere, whether to help each other with words or any other ways. This is a community, okay? We don't have to agree with each other, but when I go live, what's up, family? When you got time to be here, what's up, family? You're going to be my internet family. Okay. I said internet family. Now, don't come over here saying long lost cousins, but internet family, right? And it's always fun when you meet your internet family. And I've been blessed to meet quite a few of you at DragCon. So if you go to DragCon, if you end up getting there, Lexi or whatever, and you see me, and this goes to all of you, and Aniki will tell you, do not be a stranger, bitch. I'm going to talk to you and we're going to have a cack. Now, if I'm in the middle of running somewhere, I'm be like, you find me later now because I got to meet this person. But definitely, I'm always here for hugs, all the keeks and all the cacks and all that good stuff here. So listen, thank you again for tuning in. I love y'all down. Appreciate you so much. Leave a thumbs up before you walk out this door and make sure you comment on what was your favorite part about UK versus the world this week. I will see you Wednesday. I love y'all. I love you so much. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Rant Pack forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Jarrell, I'm glad you got this in before I close this out, friend. Thank you, Tippy Poo, Jarrell. I just seen. You got me right at the end there, but I love y'all down. Give yourselves a big hug from me. I'm going to check my DMs. I'm going to go through my phone. I'm going to take my phone off of Do Not Disturb because trust me, it was on all day. And I will see you. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Love you. Listen.